Well, hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going? KB here. Welcome to Fistivities. It is Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. Tonight, our guest is Santiago Ponzinibbio. One of the top, I don't know, I would, obviously it's in the top 10. I would say top 3, top 5 of like names in the UFC of just names that are just cool and fun to say. Like, who does it's just fun to say anyway. So thank you for joining me. I do have to throw my glasses on here for a second to make sure that I'm doing that I have everything going and that I'm doing this correctly. So yeah, hey, what up, Ohan? Woohoo, you're here first, so you're the first on the screen tonight. So how are you? Ohad, I don't know if this is an assumption. Ohad Okan, what kind of background is that? Are you Moroccan by any chance? Did you watch the World Cup if you were? Anyway, so yeah, so let's just let some people come in. So I was down in Orlando this week for UFC Orlando. And so we will talk about Wonderboy's incredible fight, incredible win over Kevin Holland. We will definitely get to that and a bunch of other stuff on that. I have a bunch of, fight clips from that stuff, from all the stuff on Saturday. So we will get into that. But actually, you know what I can do here is I can just go ahead and bring in the hit list for you guys. So that way it's just kind of easier anyway. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? I forgot. So, okay. So yeah, we're going to have, you know what? I forgot. Like, look at, I can put a little music underneath too. Won't that be nice? Okay. So, yeah, Santiago, and then we're going to recap Orlando, and we are going to have a Chidi's choice for Blachowicz versus Ankalaev. Of course, that is the main event this Saturday at UFC 282. So we will see what Chidi thinks. Chidi currently stands at 13-3 because he got the last one right again. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he did pick Wonderboy for the win. So I don't know who you pay attention to for your betting advice. I don't know. I'm not trying to say you have to gamble, and that we get into that whole thing because I don't think we really talked about that last week, did we? About the unfortunate James Krause thing. But at any rate, I don't know where you're getting your information. But anyway, we're going to have Chidi's choice, and we're also going to talk about the World Cup because it is exciting, as I was already talking to Ohan about it, and get into some other stuff that's going on in the world, including a job opening in New York City for somebody who is brave and not who maybe doesn't mind dark places, and somebody who has a little bit of a bloodthirstiness to him. So that is a little hint. There is a job opening in New York City. So we'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about superstitions because I posted a picture on Instagram, and we'll get into that. But I was actually staying in room 666 this past weekend, and I asked for it. So we'll get into that whole thing. It was actually kind of funny. Okay, so, hey, Andrea Jalmeda, saying, hey, everybody, to everybody here as well. Loved your golf outfit earlier, Karyn. Thank you. You know, I'm not going to lie. I love those pants. So those were some pink Zara pants. I wonder, I was going to say I could pull it up here, but then it'll screw everything up. But, yeah, so it was, it's these pink Zara pants here, folks. And just a nice white shirt and stuff. But thank you. So those pants I love. And I got them a while ago. And I got a pair similar, not as like flowy in green recently that I haven't worn yet. So I want to wear those. But yeah, thank you for that, Andrea. Appreciate it. What up, Dropping Loot? Hey. How are you? Yeah, Marcos Martinos. Oh, snap. Here we go again is 100% right. And P. Brown, you saying you just ran into a clip of KB in bed with typo negative. Yeah, we talked about it on the show last week. So look at that one. That was an old clip from when I used to do a show called Sound Effects that was at the FX Network. And I was doing an interview with two guys, one of the singers, the singer and I think it was the guitarist. And from Typo Negative, I didn't realize, or I guess I didn't remember that he had actually passed away, the singer. So that was kind of, somebody had resurfaced that or cycled it around again, and I saw it, and that was, yeah, it was interesting. I don't know if you could ever do an interview like that on TV anymore. I just don't know if it would be allowed to be in bed and stuff with people. It was fun and it was innocent and it was silly, so nothing weird. But anyway, Hola Juan, saying our girls looking marvelous. KB, thank you, I appreciate it. I got big hair, don't care tonight. I'm just going big or stay home or go right, but I'm staying home and going big. But there's this one right here. This guy's like, nope, not today. Gonna be me. Good evening, Daedalus. Good evening. Oh, thank you, John Dill, saying I ruled in MCO. That, of course, is Orlando. Thank you so much. I had a blast. And I mean, those fights were so good, but that last one was so ridiculous. Oh my God. And Steven is just the nicest guy. And yeah, what up, Jake Crockett? It's curly hair, doesn't care. That is right. So yeah, Wonderboy is just such an incredible guy. And I don't know. I really liked that story just because I feel like a lot of people had written him off. And, you know, we talked a lot about the fact that when he's against grapplers, obviously they know what they're going to do and what the best way to beat him. And to that point, I don't know if you guys saw what Bilal tweeted out. He said something like, you know, like, and you guys wonder why I grapple. Like, you know, he doesn't want any part of that. And that's exactly it. Like, Steven is so good that, yeah, why would you ever want to exchange with him? I applaud Kevin and his willingness to make it a fan-friendly fight, but I don't know that. I mean, whatever. Look, it depends on what he wanted for his career and what he wanted out of the night. And we'll get into that. But you know, obviously there was a way he could have won, and, you know, big discussion about whether he should have stayed in top position there. I know Michael Bisping was saying, you know, talking about his fight IQ, and then some people got mad about that, you know, but it's a valid statement, right? Sorry, my bracelet fell off. I'm just trying to put it back on. Whether or not that was really you know, what was the motivation behind the choice, I guess, is part of it. And I think it's awesome that he puts on fights that everybody wants to see, but he might have been able to find a way, you know, to win a fight, even with, you know, a little broken wing with that broken hand. He still could have maybe found a way to win, but took the other route, which was to, you know, strike it out, which was so entertaining. And we're so thankful for that. But yeah, maybe it wasn't the best for his career and, you know, obviously on a smaller scale, just that individual fight, right? So, you know, yeah. So, oh, hey, Dustin Freeman saying you are listening on the road from SLC to Phoenix. You saw Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. It was great. Hey, I saw Chris Rock a couple weeks ago. It wasn't with Dave Chappelle, unfortunately, but yeah, I thought Chris was awesome. So yeah, if you said you're doing, I didn't even read the rest of it. You said they're doing shows on the West Coast upcoming weeks. Go if you can. Yeah, I might go again to see Chappelle because I haven't seen him live. But yeah, Chris was great. I thought Chris was really great. Daedalus with a question from the past: was the Rampage motorboating staged or just him being himself? That was not staged, but it was also not, he never made contact with me. So the whole thing about that is it was very funny. I thought it was very funny. And so that's why I shared the video. If I had been like truly offended by it or whatever, I don't think I would have shared the video unless I was going to share the video and then try to sue him. But why would I do that? So I thought it was very funny. It was not staged, but it was actually not an actual point of contact. So there. Got the kiddo here with me. You looking for dessert? Oh, okay. Okay. So, Wonder Girl. Hey, yeah, we're going to talk about that Portugal game. That's Portugal, right? That Portugal game today. That was very, very good. And really enjoyed that game, actually. Watched a lot of it. And I watched Spain and Morocco this morning as well. Okay. Hey, you know, Joe Bellotti will get into thoughts on TJ Dillashaw announcing his retirement and was Bisping to Holland on the post show. Okay. So I'll get back to I don't know, I got distracted by something, but yeah. So in terms of the criticism, I personally don't think that it was too much, and I don't think that it was, you know, too critical or too harsh. No, I don't, because that's Michael, right? That's Michael. That's who he is, and that's also his job. I don't know. I guess if I don't know. I guess if you're a diehard Kevin Holland fan, you're going to think it was too harsh. I don't think it was too harsh. I thought it was kind of fair in a way to like I just said before about whether or not you think, what was the motivation behind the choice. And so yeah, if it was a motivation just purely to be entertained for us, then cool. Then the criticism would seem harsh, I suppose, right? So I guess maybe that's how that would work. But I think Kevin maybe, yeah, bit off more that he could chew. And like I said, with a broken hand, I don't know that I would have kept engaging with Steven as long as he did. I personally would have been like, okay, I gave you guys a couple of rounds of entertainment. And now I'm going to try to win this fight and not, and yeah, I don't know. Nintendo Melon Juice asking, where is the Cinnamon Gypsy? Renato is on his own time, isn't he? Really? Isn't that going to go the way he kind of goes? There is a saying about CP time that people like to make fun of. Chocolate people, colored people, whatever you want to call it, saying that they're late for everything. I think Brazilian time is so much more of a thing, and especially with Renato. Sometimes he is over on Instagram chatting. Sometimes he is escorting a lady out. Sometimes he is probably patching up the waterbed. Sometimes he is, I don't even know. I mean, does he? Somebody had asked about jiu-jitsu seminars, and I don't know if he's still doing those because, he is a 27-time champ, but at the same time, I say that I don't know the last time I actually saw him competing. I think Vinny Magalhães is competing soon, though, because when I was at work the other day, Chiesa was talking about him and doing some stuff. So, maybe we can get into that because it's funny because I actually have a lot of questions for Renato. Sometimes we get into this and we just get in with the guest and that kind of goes from there. But, sometimes I have questions for him. I'm sure you guys have questions for him as well. So yeah, Cinnamon Gypsy. It's kind of a funny name for him, but yeah, exactly. Sometimes Brandon, hey. That's funny. Brandon, hey, or his, hey, I don't know. Sometimes he's wrangling a boa constrictor. I'm not going to say anything there. I'm going to leave that alone because I'm going to try to stay polite and not comment on that. Okay. Yeah, Jay Crockett. He loves trying to do that, teach young women the deep full guard. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he is still teaching. I don't know if there have been some restraining orders, because of his teaching. I really don't know. I would not be surprised if I don't really, but I shouldn't say that because I'm not trying to set him up to be a felon because he's our felon if he is, right? He's our lovable guy. And after all, I'm doing a show with him every week. This is episode 62, which brings up a good point, KB, that it is episode 62. And you know what? We had Jack Hermanson on last week. Unfortunately, the fight did not go his way. Roman Dolidze got the win on that one. We will talk about it. And the calf slicer, that's, we'll get into that. I know Jack did have a kind of a rough weight cut. I believe he was the last one on the scale at 1058. So maybe that had something to do with it. I know, he's been frustrated with changes of opponents and things like that. But we had a really good time with him on the show last week. He's such a lovely guy. Talked a lot about Sweden and Norway and, just a lot of different stuff about his ground game. So he is just a really good guy. And definitely still worth checking out that episode if you haven't. And just thinking of people that fought on this Orlando card who we've had on the show before. Eric Anders has been on the show before. And you know what? If you guys have notebook or something, I can even tell you what episode everybody was. But listen, okay. So Clay Guida was episode number 12. Clay was an early adopter of this show, of course. Very cool guy. And yeah, so Clay picked up the win over Scott Holtzman. And thank you for your I don't want to say thank you for your service because I don't want to be disrespectful, but thank you for what you have done in the UFC. Scott Holtzman, he retired after that fight. So thank you to him and congratulations to Clay Guida. So yeah, Clay was episode number 12. Eric Anders, also an early adopter, episode number 14. We were supposed to see Tracy fight. We didn't get to see Tracy Cortez fight, but she was on episode 33. Who else was on? Oh, well, Wonderboy, Wonderboy was episode 36. Michael Johnson was episode 38. A lot of winners is really Angela Hill, episode 48. So yeah, a lot of folks on that Orlando card have been on the Fistivities show. And yeah, so it is good. So we are now joined by someone apparently, I don't know, the camera's kind of, it says Papa Noel. So I am going to add Papa Noel to the stream and to tell, hey.
Well, hold on. Let me to give you the sideways so you can enjoy. You can enjoy the vertical as well as the horizontal.
Okay. Hey, here's a round of applause. I didn't give myself one before, so I'll give one for both of us.
Yeah. Sorry. Hold on. I was sorry. I didn't hear the word you said. I was mystified by my own presence on here. It was arresting.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, okay.
I'm the ghost of
humility,
Christmas.
by the way.
Wow. I do have a great sense of humor. What was I gonna say here? I'm the ghost of Christmas present,
Oh, yeah.
but but Christmas present because you're gonna think you're gonna get a present from me, and you go, "What the fuck is that?" It's the ghost of a presents that I gave you years ago. You gotta just remember the old stuff. Okay, God, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hold on. You know what? I want to switch because this is triggering me. Her armpit thing looks like it's like growing out of my head like alfalfa.
It is. You are alfalfa. No, this is gonna be like great
That's
casting.
gonna drive me nuts the whole show. I'm I'll be so distracted. So let me just shift a little bit because that's gonna make me crazy.
Just to upset you, I'm gonna do this here.
Don't.
No, I'm kidding. Now, I think you had made a great alfalfa. Like we can do a castings where they have a female alfalfa now, and they have a white buckwheat. Like with a afro. It could be interesting.
Nice. Hey, look, I did a little Christmas decorating too, but I blocked it, I guess, there.
Let me just say that one.
I need to shift my, whatever.
What
I
kind
didn't plan this out.
What kind of?
If I meant to, anyway, have that more.
What kind of Christmas is that? It looked like, they look like a Jamaican Christmas as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, so how are you?
I mean, wow. I'm happy. I'm happy for anything that life gonna throw at me today.
Okay, well, you know what I have another nutcracker that I'll put here.
Oh, don't you break enough fucking balls? Now you gotta add a nutcracker in. Is that in case you get chaya, you can just have the fucking nutcracker to bust?
Actually, no, I'm gonna get the big. Yeah, I'm gonna get the big boss nutcracker up in this joint. That's even better.
That's the one, the Crip. He's a Crip.
He is a Crip, and the other guy was a Blood.
Oh my God! My God!
Oh my God! Okay, so Renato, I was explaining to people what was on the show tonight before that we are going to have Santiago Ponzinibbio on. We'll talk about UFC Orlando. We talk about the World Cup and some other things. But first and foremost, I want to see maybe some people had some greetings for you. What were you doing? I mean, because you're on like it was like.
I was giving you a chance to marinate and a chance to miss me, frankly.
Mm-hmm. What's up? What's good, Genuine? Hassan Hayek is asking.
Hide it, my pony, only rubber bands and back hubs. Wait, 12 o'clock, paging you.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
If you want to take a deep dive on that Genuine Pony song, so I don't know if you can even do this, but you'd have to go back to when we were still on UFC Tonight over on FS1. But DC one time, I think it's on DC's Insta, was filming, and I was up on this like stage area, and I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of the hoe came out, and I started dancing a little bit because that song, it's like you can't help it. It moves your DNA. You can't. And I was like, oh
yeah. It moves my D and it moves you A. Oh, caralho.
Well, anyway, there is a clip of me dancing to that on the internet somewhere.
I will look for that. That's coming next. I thought you was gonna say then Genuine popped out or whatever, and you was dancing slutty with Genuine. Have you seen people been making fun of Genuine because he's still touring, he's still doing his shit, but he look like older Genuine now, but he's still got the moves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize.
I look more like young Genuine than Genuine.
He says you're the baby. Brandon Heya says that you're the baby daddy of Christmas Future.
This might be true, but then come New Year's, and then it's time for all lasagna or whatever lasagne, because
Yeah.
should all the quench be forgot. So also
I
newer
know you.
quench, newer quench can be forgot too, just as easy. You don't get it
That's
twisted.
what I was going to say. I felt like you had a kind of a blanket policy on that.
I
Pun intended.
That's true. It's under the blankets, but then yeah, the baby, no baby blankets though. God, it's gonna be a cold fucking Christmas this year and a cold New Year.
Dean D, going back to alfalfa for a second, saying I'm wookin' panub, which is so funny. Wookin'
What?
panub.
What can put now? And what about I am the barber of the Bill Bigaro? And then what about the God Debo Diva Debo de Bob Better Baby?
Baby
And then it
God.
just says question marks or whatever.
Buckwheat sings the
Yeah.
hits. For
Oh,
those of you,
buckwheat. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy skit. If you don't know it. Oh, by the way, Hanato, one thing I should say right before as we get going here.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I just got word. Buckwheat has been shot. Ladies and gentlemen, buckwheat has
I'm
been
shot.
shot. Yeah. What about it goes, hey, Mr. Wheat? And he goes, he goes, I love you, I
Right.
know. It goes, Mr. Wheat. And it's buckwheat.
So funny. Oh,
I think they
wookin'
did that
panub.
because Hagen got shot. I think that was the play on that. You
Probably.
know how it, yeah.
Probably.
Mr.
Oh
Wheat,
my God.
Mr. Wheat.
Mr. Wheat. That's so funny.
It
That
that even just the fact that someone goes, Mr. Wheat, every fucking time I hear it, it make me laugh. The fact
it's
that these
funny.
grown, I love when grown people is doing, spending their time doing the dumbest shit. Something about that warm my heart.
It's really funny. It's really funny. So what I was gonna say is that today, because it is fight week for Santiago,
Yes,
he
yes.
is actually training right now. So he is going to be joining us
Oh,
later in the show. We're kind of going to invert the show. Usually our guest comes on first and we get into it with them and we discuss it. And then we get into other things like, the fights that we just watched or ones that are upcoming, pop culture, relationship stuff. So this time we're going to invert it and do like talk UFC Orlando first and get into some other stuff. And then Ponzinibbio is going to join us a little
well,
bit later sorry, I have to move this because my hands
I
are
guess
moving.
training is more important than
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the
look
fact that he's
fights.
got a new opponent,
Listen,
he's going to be fighting Alex Morono instead.
fights is gonna come and go. Opportunities to be on the festivity, not so much.
Not so much. Yeah, you're right. This is special. This is episode 62. So there has only been a very select few guests that have had the privilege, really, of being on with us, right?
Only a select 62 people.
Hey, well, yeah. I mean, that's pretty select.
Wait.
Ben Blair saying you sound like a Jamaican DJ that you got to get a better mic.
Go fuck yourself.
What was I gonna say?
I said to that blood clutch.
Here's a question: which was better, Buckwheat, Gumby, or James Brown Jacuzzi? Because Celebrity Hot Tub is one of my favorite things. Too hot.
Yeah,
In hot tub.
I
did love Celebrity Hot Tub.
So good. I think it's tough if you put in all the different. That's tough because are we talking about which skit or are we talking about the character as a whole? Because they did multiple with all those guys.
You're right. Yeah, I guess maybe they need character. I don't know if they.
But if you think about it, at first you think, oh, Gumby's gotta go, but then Gumby was like an old Jewish fucking movie producer or something like that. So that was genius too. And you remember, I think nothing beats James Brown as Annie. Remember the son of Mount tomorrow or whatever, and he's like so having as that shit. Oh God, on you.
He was great. Well, the Celebrity Hot Tub too. If you remember, like how like he's not a big guy. I just remember him like
with
really,
his little. Yeah, he was young. He was like 19, something
that's
like
what I
that.
mean.
Yeah.
He seemed so young. It was so funny.
He
Man. That
He
was funny.
single-handedly saved that television show.
He did. Well, it's funny. Somebody had mentioned that they're on their way home from seeing Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle tonight, and I had seen Chris
Oh,
Rock a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, he was great.
but nothing.
No, but Elmo saying they like buckwheat.
Yeah, Buckwheat was a winner, you know.
Hmm.
When you put in the whole assassination of Buckwheat. What about hi? I'm Buckwheat. Remember me? The way he says it so casually. Hi,
Right.
I'm Buckwheat. Remember me? Oh,
So good.
and Mr. Hobinson's neighborhood. Oh God.
Oh, that was so good. Mr. Robinson's neighborhood was great. Ain't no heat in Mr.
Yeah,
Robinson's neighborhood.
I'll tell you what. That shit. So I was watching that stuff at a young age. Like even even though it wasn't supposed to be the golden years of the show, that was when I really was conscious enough, age
Yeah.
wise, to be able to really get the stuff.
Hmm.
And boy, I mean, I would love. I think though we had a little shitty. I remember being at my mom's place and watching it on a shitty TV, like a black and white. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just you get so excited that Saturday Night Live is came on. You know what I mean? And then what the fuck is Eddie Murphy gonna do this time? You know?
Yeah. It was
Uh,
good stuff. It was good stuff. Something I just read that I was gonna comment on, and then I was gonna try to get into the fight stuff here. Oh, somebody was asking, and I guess they didn't realize. Yeah, we're gonna have Ponzinibbio on later. Robbie Lawler is actually not fighting. He had to withdraw from the fight due to injury. So Santiago is going to be fighting Alex Morono, who is on a 4-win streak right now. So it's still a scrap. It's still going to be a great fight. Santiago is always so game. It's been a bummer for him because he had like split decisions that didn't go his way. I thought he beat Pereira. I'm trying to remember the Jeff Neal one a little better, but I definitely thought he beat Pereira. So I know I was kind of bummed.
yeah,
it
but
didn't go his way.
as we know, this is. I feel like it's gonna always average out because at some point, with how shitty the judges is, you're gonna at some point you're gonna get a victory you don't deserve, and you're gonna get a
Right.
fucking everybody's got them, you know. Ones they don't deserve, ones they do deserve, and
Yeah.
hopefully it even out, you know.
Yeah.
But I
I
can't
hope.
remember, to be honest. To be honest, completely honest, I haven't seen that fight in a minute, and I don't remember the actual goings on in that fight. But I don't
Uh-huh.
remember feeling like anyone got hopped. But
Right.
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I feel like
Right.
maybe what Pereira like gassed out or something, and like he did
Well,
better
I mean,
early
no, I
and
think
not
it
as
was just it was close and it was just a lot of strikes and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to ask him about it because I just remember because that's when I was there and I was sitting there watching
yeah.
it, and maybe that's it too. Is that being so close? Sorry, being so close to it. I guess maybe I thought I saw Santiago doing more, but I fully also admit to being, prejudiced toward my friend, and I wanted him to win. So it's not like I can admit to being fully objective. You know what I
In
mean?
in this day and age, a Jew blood prejudice against Italians.
Can you believe it?
Can you fucking believe that? Um,
Oh
you
god, I
probably
just watched that
prejudiced
again
against the
the other day. It
Brazilian.
was on again. I'm like, whatever, here we
Are you
go.
fucking serious? I need it. Yeah, it's that's a hard one to change the channel if you accidentally come across that one.
Yep.
You're almost never gonna not watch that one.
I don't ever turn away from it. I mean,
Oh,
the only
because you
way I would turn
try.
away.
You try to just watch one scene. You go, okay, I'll just watch this
Right.
part, and then before you know it, he's looking at the helicopters and shit, and you're like, what the
Totally,
fuck am I doing with myself here?
totally.
Yeah.
2:45 in the morning or some crap like
Mm.
that, and I'm still watching a movie that I own, but I'm
That's the
watching
other
it on
thing about it.
TV. Like,
Something about it. I don't know what that dynamic is, but I think it's something about the fact that maybe you know that also a bunch of other people is watching it at the same time. I think that's the allure.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like why
yes, it's a
if
shared experience.
like if someone came over and they went, "What movie you want to watch right now?" You're probably not gonna go, "Oh, Goodfellas." You know, you're probably gonna
Right.
think, "I've seen that too many fucking times." But the fact that it's on right now and it's just there, I don't know something about it. You go like, "Oh, this I want to watch this now." Oh, look,
Hell yeah.
Goodfellas. You're like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I agree, and yeah, I agree. It is different, and it's like for me, if you're surfing around and you find it, it's like an
Mm.
old friend. And I think part of the reason that movie is so successful is because it really feels like Ray Liotta is telling you a story personally. Like it feels
And that's
so intimate.
Yeah. Well, that's the key to great narration,
Yeah.
where they make you feel he's doing it to one person instead of
Right.
a crowd. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, that's what you try to do. It's not always so easy,
Yeah.
you know.
I it's just that movie is just so good. And but because yes, narration doesn't always work. Sometimes it's irritating.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm
sometimes
like,
it's bad.
shut up.
Well, I think that's when the narrator never got it. Maybe that's when the narrator is not being specific about talking to one person. You know, maybe it's
Yeah.
so general because they're just talking into a fucking microphone. You know.
Right. Right. It's an art. I mean, look, I guess I'm also sensitive too because I used to do voiceover work and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
do, I do yeah. Okay. So okay. Hold on. I was just looking at some stuff. Some people were just commenting saying they loved Joe Piscopo and Eddie Murphy together. I am black and you are
Oh.
white. You are
Oh
blind, I am
yeah.
fat, and I am
Yeah.
Sinatra
And
and
I
Stevie
have
Wonder and
sight.
stuff.
Yeah. You're my amigo, Negro. Let's not fight. Wait, what about like yeah?
I don't remember that as well, but I
No, he
remember
goes
Joe
like
Piscopo, obviously. I just don't remember that skit
so
as well.
Piscopo and fucking Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy used to do a great Stevie Wonder, as we know,
Of
and then
course.
Piscopo did a great fucking Frank Sinatra. And then they had the idea because they had the idea to do them doing Ebony and Ivory together
Mhm.
because I think that song with whatchamacall, they had just
Stevie
had a
Wonder and
big
Eddie, I mean, and Michael Jackson and Paul
and Paul
McCartney.
McCartney, and they bring it up in the beginning. He goes, "I want to do a song like that," and he's like the one Michael did with that one Beatle, the kid who looks like a chick or whatever. And he goes, "You mean Paul McCartney or whatever?" And he's like, "That's it,"
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking it's something else, and the lyrics is crazy, you
I'll
know.
have
It's
to
like,
look it up. I'll have to look
I
it up.
am, you are black and I am. Wait, what is it? I am black and you are white. You are blind as a bat, and I have
Yeah, and I
sight.
have sight.
Yeah, you are
Yeah.
my amigo, Negro. Let's not fight.
Did bu- 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 I was just looking at something else. There was another question in here. Yeah, somebody's saying, yeah, they loved the Stevie Wonder and Frank Sinatra. Okay, well, I guess there wasn't anything there. So wait, it says today, that's what I was going to ask. Somebody says today Joe
Oh
Piscopo is a radio host. He owned the 1980s. That's what I was going to ask. I was like, is he dead or alive? Because
no, no, he's
I
good. He's okay. Yeah,
okay, because I
yeah.
guess I'm thinking of uh, uh, Phil Hartman. You know what I mean? He passed away,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was so sad because he was brilliant too.
Hmm.
God, that guy was brilliant. You know what? My friend and I, we used to always do the anal retentive chef all the time. You know, like when he's cooking, he'd be cooking something, but he was anal retentive chef, and so he's like, okay, so today we're going to be doing stuffed peppers stuffed with a turkey,
I
whatever,
remember that.
a ground turkey. And so he's like, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get your parchment paper, and he's going to be like, well, no, that's not flat. You know what I mean? And so
And
then
just
he'll
start
like
getting pissed off and shit.
rip it off, and then he's like, okay, so he'll start, and he's like, okay, so now we've got our parchment paper. You're going to take
I
your
never
pepper, you're going to
remember
slice your
that.
pepper, and then he'll slice the lid off the lid, the top of the pepper off, and he's like, okay, so now what we're going to do with this refuse is we're going to get and so he gets a brown paper bag, opens the bag, puts the pepper top like in the bag, folds the bag 3
Oh,
times,
that'll drive me fucking insane.
staples it. Then he's like, now it's ready for discard or something
I
it was
I never
freaking
seen that.
hilarious.
I
I
seen a
don't know
lot of
why
those.
I loved it, but I did.
I remember the name. The name sound familiar. The anal China chef, but I can't.
If
I
anybody
never
remembers this,
thought
tell
that.
me because I loved that.
Yeah, he was talented. That fucking guy. Joe Piscopo was
uh,
great on that show too. He was the other one. He was the other one that was great.
right. Some people are saying they agree with us that yeah, Juan is saying he agrees that a great narrator makes you feel like they're talking to only
Yeah.
you. It really does. Oh, hey, Hanach.
Hmm.
Here we go. Before we get into the fights that happened this week, we may as well ask you this one. JP asking, who do you have, Gordon Ryan versus Vinny Magalhães?
Check a wild fucking guess, JP.
That friendship just tanked, huh?
Between
Were
me
you
and
guys ever
JP?
friends? No, you and You and
No,
Vinny. Were you ever friends?
it was never friend.
Oh,
Never
I
friend.
didn't know if it was like a Weidman thing where you were once friends and it went south. But by the way,
No,
for folks who don't know, Hanato and Chris Weidman made up right here on this show. So look for that episode. But yeah, I wasn't sure actually the history with you and Vinny, if he took your girl or something, or like
no,
if you
took
were
my
friends
girl.
to
God, if
end this.
anybody gonna take a girl from him, is me from his wifey. But I have mercy on that fat piece of shit. Not his wife, but on him. Oh God, are you? I could choke that one like this, but I don't want to check on those kids.
Okay,
It's the
I
only thing
realize
that keep me. Yeah.
what is this look about tonight?
Oh, this who you mean? Who am I wearing?
No, but like I
Oh,
feel like there's like a lot of like you gotta like for those who are listening to this on the Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, or Amazon, they can't see you, but your shirt. Do you even? Is it even buttoned? Is there one button done, like the bottom button?
there's various button done. I just this is how I relax at home.
Although I do think we match with our necklaces now. They're both shining.
True.
It's
See,
nice.
I always like to have a nice jewelry. I like to
Yeah.
take care of myself. Look at that one. And my skin this time it look like a mulled cider.
It is the season for that, isn't it?
Yeah, you have some spice in there.
I got a
What?
little sun in Florida. I don't know if my lighting is right, but
You
I got some.
your skin is more eggnog. Oh God, are you? What is in eggnog? Let's have this
Cream.
out.
I had a neighbor once who used to make the old original authentic recipe, and it
Ew,
literally
oh.
has raw egg in it,
No,
and
no, no, no.
like
That
cream,
part
and
I could do without probably.
it was not
Ugh,
great. It
oof.
was kind of thicker. Yeah. So they're saying you're doing Ricky Martin. Joey's saying you look like Ricky
No,
Martin
no,
tonight,
no,
which
no
is not
Hickey
bad.
Mark.
Ricky Martin used to
No, no. I'm a more Hickey Henderson, if anything. Um,
chinny hagalish. No, Jay. Okay,
hmm.
so
um, here's my thing about the eggnog.
well,
I
thank you. But Aaron says I look hotter than ever. So thank you, Aaron.
you're off topic, Aaron. Um, we're talking about eggnog. So now what the fuck I was talking? Oh, eggnog. I've heard people getting into debates and stuff about this. Now, what's your thoughts on eggnog? Because I happen to think it's good, but I probably think it's good because of the memories is connect with. Because if I think about it, I don't have a hankering for that shit any other time of the year. So it's probably just remind me of the good times or something like that.
So I am a fan. I
Okay.
do genuinely like it, but I usually buy the light version because the problem is it's so thick, like literally the serving size is 4 ounces. And I swear I've like memorized this, but it's like 120 calories or something. And it's a
Oh,
lot for a little amount, right? And so I
well, I'm gonna
usually
feed
get
that to you.
a lighter version because I just feel so guilty that I then don't end up enjoying it because all I do is think about the calories. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna replace your one. I'm gonna siphon in there like gasoline when you steal gas. I'm gonna
Yeah.
siphon the whole milk one, the whole cream,
Don't you dare.
and gave to you. And watch your cheeks is to
Hatch it, right? Yeah, they're just
I want to see
so
that one.
no, thank you. But so the reason, okay, so I agree with you.
Yeah.
So about a couple things. I like the taste of it. I genuinely do. I think it's good. The kind you buy in
Mm,
the store, right? But it
sure.
varies. But I like it. It's creamy and I like that nutmeggy taste to it. I like it. But I also dump a lot of Captain Morgan spiced rum in it, and
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. When you
it's
put alcohol, you put the also people put brandy. There's different
right.
stuffs you can put in there.
Oh,
Um,
but
yeah.
well, I was going to say, so you were saying about the nostalgia. That's a very much a part of it for me as well. So on Christmas morning, always have to have a rum and eggnog while I'm opening presents and stuff because that's what my
Mm.
dad used to have. And
Oh.
so he would wake us up with like who let the dogs out and stuff like that, and then we'd like come down and you're having some rum, and so you're opening presents, you're having some time, you catch a little buzz in the morning because you haven't eaten yet. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And
That's
it gives
nice.
you
That's
gives
nice.
this like warm feeling
It's
to start the
extra.
day.
Oh, that's nice. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So my mom, if you're still watching, I know it's late on the East Coast, will
Oh, she's watching. Trust me.
make sure that we have that because it's delicious. So it's a big part. And yeah, I do that definitely because
You
I
hear
really
that,
enjoy it, but also
Maybelline?
as like a tribute memory to, yeah, because yeah, it's
You
great.
think Maybelline is watching right now? Come on. Or what is it?
Marlene,
Well,
Maybelline. Oh, she's out of a Chuck Berry song. That's her.
oh, Maybelline. Marlene. Okay, Marlene. Um,
Marlene.
Marlene. Marlene. Okay, darling. But wait now. Fuck, was I gonna say? Oh, but about eggnog, it is one of those flavor that if someone told me took a sip, they never had it before, and they went,
Yeah,
"That's the most disgusting flavor." I wouldn't argue with them. I don't
exactly,
expect. It's
exactly.
not
I
something
hear
I'm
you.
like you crazy.
Yeah, no, I 100%. If you don't like it, I get it.
It's
Richard saying
gross like
eggnog is gross like
cheesecake.
cheesecake. Two things that don't belong together. Well, that's blasphemy right there.
Okay, yeah, fuck you. First off, wait, what's his
First,
name? What's that pig? You pig, you
dick,
Hitchard.
dick.
Listen, exactly. I was just about to say that. Fitting name for you, Hitchard. Now, I will accept that about egg now, but if you be smart, the cheesecake, caralho, the cheesecake is the most delicious dessert ever create. And the fact that I don't eat dairy no more is one of the saddest, the one thing I'm grieved the most is cheesecake. Is the one thing that is the most missed probably by you, Uncle Hanach.
How have you not found a good vegan one?
Oh, they have it. Look, okay. They have one that's surprisingly pretty fucking good. Let's not fucking
Quick
pretend
comment.
that it's
Let's
a
call a
fucking
spade a spade.
cheesecake, okay? Listen,
Speaking,
it's a
go ahead, brother.
sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. But I'm sacrifice the delicious cheesecake for the batter, okay? But god damn it, I fucking miss that cheesecake. I miss that one. And things that is flavored with cheesecake, ice creamy that have chunks and chunk of cheesecake in there, and pumpkins cheesecake and chocolate cheese and cheesecake and pot of he cans in there and shit and toffee.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of cheesecake, and you were reminding me now of something that I got to acknowledge. So, do you know who? Uh, Now I'm blanking on his first name. Ranganathan. He's a comedian. Why the heck am I
Hanga
blanking on his
Nathan.
last?
Who the
Yeah,
fuck is Hanga
he's
Nathan?
from Sri Lanka. Why the heck am I blanking on
I
his
don't know.
first?
I don't. You know what? I definitely don't know because I don't know no Sri Lankan comedian.
No, 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 no. This dude is okay. Maybe somebody can just beat me to
He's
it, and I
from
don't have to
Sri
Google it.
Lanka.
So my mom, by the way, loves cheesecake as well.
Hey, she gonna make me her signature. Oh, God, are you gonna make me your signature cheesecake? Marlene. What are you gonna put in
Okay.
there? You're gonna
So
put
his
some
name is,
Jamaican
yeah,
hum?
Ramesh. I can't believe
Oh,
I forgot it.
Hamesh.
Thank you.
Wait,
Yes,
let's talk
Ramesh.
about Marlene for a second. Now listen, you're gonna
Okay.
put hum. You're gonna put Jamaican hum in the cheesecake for me.
I could do that. I've
Not
actually
you.
made.
I'm talking to.
I
Listen.
know you're talking to my mom, and I'll answer for her.
Oh,
No,
God.
she doesn't love to cook as much as I do. I actually like to cook more. But I've made very good cheesecakes before, so I
She would
would
love.
maybe.
She would love to cook for your uncle, Hannah.
Ohad
But
says his mom makes an amazing cheesecake. I wondered, Ohad, what does your mom put in it? But
how old is your mom, Orlad? And where you
okay,
come from, Orlad?
okay. So the guy's name is Romesh Ranganathan, and I find him
Oh,
really funny,
Hamesh.
and you will too. I listen. I'm gonna send you. Although maybe it was it on
That sounds like
Showtime
a
before.
commercial. I find
No,
him really funny, and you will too.
no, 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 no. The reason I'm saying this because one of his baseline touchstone jokes is how little he likes his children. Okay, and
Oh, caralho.
yeah,
Me
and
and
so
him
he's
have some stuff to talk about.
this is what I'm saying. He's
I
got
like
three
that.
kids, and so he tells all these stories all the time about like
Oh,
so he has a new Netflix special. I'm watching it on the plane on the way home from Orlando, cracking up, right? I find him very, very funny. So he's English and Sri Lankan. And he used to
Hamesh.
have this kind of real life sitcom show, but it was sort of like a documentary thing or whatever. Was it on Showtime or was it on Netflix? I don't know, but it was really funny. And it was called like an immigrant something. Anyway, I just think he's hilarious. Anyway, he does all this
How
very
you
fun
say his
stuff.
last name? Homesh what?
Romesh Ranganathan, which is also just really fun to say. So
Homesh
I was talking
Hankanathan.
about how much I like saying the name Santiago Ponzinibbio. I actually really like saying the name Romesh Ranganathan. It's like really fun to say.
That's an interesting name. I never heard that
It's
one
got
before.
a really good mouthfeel, Ranganathan. Like
I
it's
have a
just
nice
like it sounds.
mouthfeel, huh?
I like the rhythm of Ranganathan. Like it, I love it. Dude, Oliver is saying Romesh Ranganathan has a great hip hop podcast called Hip Hop Saved My Life. That's right. I forgot he does the podcast as well. I've never listened to it,
No
but
shit.
yeah, yeah. So you would probably like it.
So
Dude
we
is
have that in common
funny.
too, huh?
He
Homesh.
is funny. Yeah. Okay. So listen. Let us get to. Okay. Hanato. We have got
Homesh,
to
thanks for nothing.
talk about Wonderboy.
Oh baby.
I mean,
That was a crazy one.
what a fight. What a fight.
Yeah, what a fight indeed. I mean, I guess, the kid Trailblazer is a wild card, he's gonna do it his way or nothing, And I guess it's funny. So that was the one moment. I wonder why he couldn't finish him there, because I thought Wonder Boy was in big trouble.
Mhm.
One thing I've learned about, well, first of all, we knew Wonder Boy. We knew he made us proud in the sense that he did all the good stuff that we like from Wonder Boy. Um, but the chin. The most surprising thing of the fight was the chin on Kevin Holland, because several of those strikey, most guys is going to sleep from that one. So I was kind of shocked. I said, like, what is keeping this fucking guy up? And funny enough, the most impressive one was that liver shot. You're not supposed to be able to. Your body's not supposed to be able to withstand that. And the fact that he didn't just fall to the ground is shocking to me. He's made of some crazy stuffs, I guess. Uh, very interesting. I mean, what a fucking fight. It speaks for itself. It was a nutty, crazy fight.
Yeah, it was insane. Like we were freaking out watching it. I was working with Kiesa and Alan, and those are also both welterweights and stuff, and they have a lot of respect for Steven, and even they were just like, holy, like, but like what you said, couldn't believe Kevin's chin.
I mean, what the he got hit so fucking hard. I mean, crazy. I knew the hand was gonna be hurt after a couple of those kicks, and I guess maybe he broke it on a punch or whatever. But you also can't. You can only take so many of those fucking kicks to the hand. Those things is gonna catch up to you.
Yeah. So, at first yeah, Kevin was getting his licks in, and he obviously did do some damage to Steven, because I don't know if you saw, he shared the video or whatever of him getting stitched up. That stitch.
Well, that was a head. That was a head botch.
The head, right? But that's right. But it was that was so deep. But he did. It's not like Kevin wasn't landing on Steven as well. You know what I mean? There were a lot of like really good exchanges.
Sure.
But before you joined us on Brazilian time, I was talking with. Well, I mean, you were.
It gives you more time to get to acquaint yourself with the fan.
Mm-hmm. But someone had asked. Well, first I should preface this. I don't know if you saw, Michael Bisping saying that it wasn't high fight IQ from Kevin Holland to get up from, top position that time. Remember?
Well, of course it wasn't. I mean, that's the obvious. I mean,
right. And various things. And so some people are saying, oh, that's really critical. So I am curious what you think of the fact that Kevin went for the crowd-pleasing striking affair when he could have perhaps found a path to victory staying on the canvas.
So I think a couple stuffs about it. One, I was grateful that he didn't, because it was a lot more fun um, to watch. I mean, let's put it to you this way: unless I'm seeing in professional sports, if I want to watch grappling, it better be guys who know how to, it better be some high level grappling for me to get excited about that one. I don't want to see one guy be so much better than one guy on the ground and it become like a boring kind of like, okay, you know, and I don't want to see two guys that suck on the ground. I want to see, I'd like to see if he's going to be on the ground. I want to see, Nick Diaz, Diego Sanch, from back in the day, or something exciting, hauling through, hunting, like, the chess match, whatever. But so I was like, since it was only gonna be kind of like holding on or trying to just do a little ground and pound, I was like, nah, I could do without that, especially because of the excitement we was getting on the feet, But if I'm his manager or his, I don't know, his girl, his mom, anybody else who give a fuck about his career or somebody who care about how much money he gonna make in the fight, I was like, it was not smart. But maybe he's crazy like a fox because who knows? Maybe he's got that. He's adding to the legend of the unpredictability and the mystique that, oh, this guy will do anything. Who knows? And then maybe his stock, even though his position for the belt don't go up, maybe his money go up in the same way that like an H Diaz or a Masvidal, these guys hasn't won the belt, but they become household name. You know what I mean? They command the money. They become these like folk heroes. So maybe in that way he wins. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so like you were saying about I'm guessing you didn't see the end of the what was it, the Cowboys game, right? Where they scored like 4 touchdowns in the last quarter or some craziness.
No, I didn't watch that one, but
Yeah,
I had the Cowboys defense and special team on my fantasy, and they saved my ass this week because I had a shitty week. I benched the hung guys, and I fucking won again. I'm
Gotcha. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, so here's the thing.
I'm 11-2, I think, in fucking fantasy.
That's good. That's great. Good for
Yeah,
you.
no shit. Yeah, I'm the chop the league. I'm the LA Juice.
Well, good for you. But so okay, so I'm looking at some comments.
I have Mahomes. I have Patches Mahomes.
Okay,
and also
wait. The Shiger Talk saying this one upset me. If they decide to make it a striking match over an MMA fight, they should have done it at the gym. If a fighter chooses not to fight to his full potential, it could be seen as fixing.
No, he could do whatever the fuck he wants.
I think that it just seemed like you said. I agree that I think here's what happened. I think Kevin has a very big ego, and I think he, like you said, may have figured, okay, I'll add to the legend, I'll add to the whatever, because I know I'm not going to win this fight. You know what I mean? Like, what if his inner monologue is like that? Like, honestly, because sometimes that's how I feel like Michael Chandler approaches fights. Sometimes I feel like there comes a point in a fight where he goes, I don't know, man, I'm down to like, you know what I mean? It's going to take a lot to get it. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they're not always trying to truly win.
Yeah.
But that there's a point in there where they admit, and I say this only because I'm not being critical. I mean, I'm being critical, but I'm not. If you see the clip, I think it was the ESPN MMA account. They put a clip out in between rounds, and it was Kevin Holland's corner, and Kevin's in there, and he's like, leaning on the fence, and they're icing him, and he's like, "Ha, that mother effer's really fast," and he's like, "Or he's faster than I thought."
Yeah.
And he just kind of had this look, you know what I mean? And he went,
Yeah, but then if he was truly trying to, look, there's a chance that he can negate all that shit if you just take him down. You know what I mean? So,
sure.
I mean, and he knows that he could potentially do that,
Right.
Potentially. But the way I look at it, I feel like you're right. I do think he have a big ego, and I think that I think it really got to him that he got wiped out by Chimaev. And I think that the thing is, like, I think that if you him, you're going like, yeah, if he would have stood with me though, he would not want to stand with me.
Right.
And then
So
so
he had
it's
a
like,
point to
okay,
prove.
if I'm trying to believe that, then I should be able to. I'm so good, I could fucking knock
Yeah,
out
that's
Wonder
a good
Boy.
point. I didn't even really think about. I mean, obviously, he's, we knew he was trying to bounce back from the Chimaev thing, and that, yeah,
Yeah,
and that obviously Chimaev's smothering style is why he lost and why
yeah,
everybody loses. So yeah, it was like he had to really prove a point of like, no, I really am a badass.
yeah, and that, and then in that, um, maybe you can only speculate that maybe when he's talking to his friends, or his people, his fans or friends or whatever, going like, he knows that if he didn't, he needed to check me down to beat me, like if that's how you rationalizing it, then you can't go out and do the same thing you've been telling everybody about Chimaev. You can't do the same thing he did to you, to Wonderboy.
Right.
So I think maybe there's a couple of those ingredients in there that we talked
I
about
do
in
think pride
this too.
had something to play in it too. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But also, you know what I think had a lot to do with it? The fact that Wonderboy is really good.
Oh, well, let's not check that out of the
what
question.
Kevin did do. It's about
Yeah.
what Steven did.
Yeah, and he's fucking great at moving at moving out of those bad position, not getting pinned against the fence, kind of the same stuff that you gotta do. He remind me of like Stylebender did it great the whole fight until he didn't. You know what I mean? Where it's like Wonderboy never let him get that opportunity. You know what I mean? He never let him solidify that shit against the fans for too long. Because that's when a fighter like that is in big, big fucking trouble.
And a part of that is because he was able to have Chris Weidman train with him again. Because before, for the last one, Chris was still healing up from his injury. And so this time, Steven was able to have him.
That's true. That's true.
So that helped a lot. So like
Yeah.
you said, yeah, like underhooks and this and that, and just take down defense in general. And
Yeah.
like you said, getting out of bad positions. He's got a big boy like Chris pushing up on him in the
Oh,
gym,
yeah.
who's really effing good. You have a former champion to train with? Come on.
And he's been through a lot of he's been through the fire, he's been through Yonko
Right.
Henach choking him out in front of everybody. So, another thing I forgot too, let's not forget when the going got heel tough and it was looking heel bad, he did go to try to check down.
Right.
He just got stuffed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
In maybe the fourth, fifth, he tried to check down. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
oh wait, no, sorry, the fourth. There was no fifth. And so I'm sorry, third, fourth.
it stopped between the fourth and the fifth. Yeah. Nate Mark
Yeah.
saying, why are people shocked at the way Kevin fought? He always fights this way. He hates
What?
fighting on the ground.
Oh, but he have good jiu-jitsu. I mean, I seen him on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't he have some Darce wins and shit like that? No,
Maybe.
maybe I'm making stuff up in my head, but
So, but Nintendo to Melon Juice saying, why ruin the brand? So what are you saying would ruin the brand though? By wrestling? Or by just losing in general? Like, do you think he did ruin the brand? Or are you saying don't go to the ground? Because
maybe he had that much confidence in his knockout power, because let's face it, he did hurt Wonderboy on the feet. Let's see.
Yeah, well, Shiger Tark just following up saying Kevin didn't intend to win. He intended to fight. If he wanted to win, he'd grapple. That's not MMA.
But what I don't understand though, what I don't understand.
I guess he did it for our entertainment. So I guess I'm not like mad, but I understand what you're saying. Like it wasn't smart, but it was entertaining for us. And he made extra money by getting fight of the night. So he got that going for him too.
But not
$50,000.
But not the double. I mean, what do you think if you was to hazard a guess for a main event on that card? I mean, what do you no? I mean, I don't. Do you have? Did they post how much these guys was getting paid?
I don't know. Maybe if somebody has that info, I don't really.
But okay, forget it. Forget that info. Let's
disclosed the salaries yet.
Let's just say he made 100,000 to show, and which probably not, but 100 to show, 100 to win. So it still make a big difference if you fucking win.
Heck yeah, it does.
Yeah. So and then because Wonderboy get that extra Wonder Bread on top of that.
Yeah, although some fighters don't have win bonuses in their contracts. I don't know what kind of contracts Stephen has. Like some
Wait,
fighters
wait, wait,
have
wait,
just
wait, wait, wait.
no, because they get so much money. Like Stephen's a big draw. Like he could potentially just have a contract that's like, bruh, I get guaranteed X. Like
That's
you know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
know that that's even possible in the UFC. Oh, I never knew that. Every time I ever hear it's like half the money you
No,
lose, it's half the fucking bread.
no, I think there's some people that get guaranteed purses and no bonuses.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Okay.
And
Shit.
Stephen could potentially be that, having fought for the title before and all that stuff. He
I
might
would
just be like,
check.
look, I put butts in the seats. Like I get guaranteed X money. You know what I mean?
Vinny Margalesh probably when he was with the UFC probably took all guarantee because he's never gonna have a bonus.
Oh, that's so mean. That is
Well,
so mean.
he's mean. He's
So
mean.
Juan Bonilla saying Kevin wanted to make it interesting. A lot of respect for Wonderboy. Those kicks, tremendous, still fast at almost 40.
Same with me. I'm still fast, almost 40. Oh, God, are you?
Well, Ohad saying that's funny. Ohad saying I honestly don't think Holland could have kept Wonderboy down anyway. He would lost on respect he gained from standing and banging for maybe 3 minutes of control. So yeah, he would have lost respect by
I don't know. There was a couple times there where if I was his coach and he didn't fucking jump on him, I would have been screaming at the fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the one time he had him hurt, he could have, I mean, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a moment where it was pretty close. Yeah, he did. He did.
But then again,
early
there's an art.
It was like Stephen got. It was close.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know. We second guessing it. Fuck it. That's what he chose to do. Fuck it. That's what he did.
Right. And we're here for it. And thank you. We do have a super chat, and I think we might have a sort of counter opinion though on the super chat. Kiko Isaac Livingstone, thank you for the $10. $9.99. Yo, what the F is up with your open shirt, Hanach?
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone who can enjoy that one. But you can't, Kiko. But then I scrolled down,
Kiko,
and all of a sudden I scrolled down and I see somebody that says, Sean Singletary saying that Hanach could steal the lead in Bridgerton.
Caralho. I'm doing the Brazilian version soon that he make Bridgertown. Now, don't worry. What's this kid's name?
What is it called? It'd be called like Favelaton.
You fucking, you know what? No, Bridgertown. A-O-N.
Not the Brazilian version, but your version would be Favelaton.
You know what? Yours would be Falafel Chow.
I do eat a lot of falafel.
Chow that guy to wake up his mother or his girlfriend or whatever and have them to watch and to see what they
think.
See if they hate it as much. Okay. It's probably the answer gonna be now. And you can keep your $9.99.
Okay. So, all right.
It's going to KB anyway, Carol. You're lucky it's not going to go to anymore in my open shirt.
Melon Juice says you should be in Glamour magazine. So,
Carol. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, they love it. They love the open shirt.
Carol, your Ninchan Melon Juice. I love you too. Look at that one.
He's saying that he heard that Rumble and Reem, Overeem had contracts like that, straight salary, no show, and win. Yeah,
it's so funny. In all this time, it's funny that I never knew that. It's just every horror story I hear from anybody I know. Every horror story, I have people who are so pissed when they lose the fucking judges thing. Because it's like half the fucking money. You know what I mean? Like that's usually what people I talk to that I know. So I never entertained the thought that you could have it that way.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't change your effort level.
No, you're betting on yourself, I think, when you say the fucking win money, but then that goes south. That's almost like you remember I almost said Hickey Martin. Who was the kid with the dreads? Hickey
Williams?
Yeah, Hickey Williams. Yeah. With fucking Hickey Williams, he got that stupid contract from Master P was his agent. He had never been a sports agent, but he was like, I'm gonna be your agent, Master P. You're gonna be with No Limit Sport, maybe.
Right.
and he got him a deal that was like all based on yardage or whatever, and then he fucked up his knee, and then the
Right.
fucking guy's broke. I mean, oh god.
Yeah.
So you never know, you know.
You never
Give me
know.
that guaranteed fucking money, porra.
Yeah, I mean, I've had contracts, if you have shows where they say, okay, well, if you get to this ratings point, you get a bump. You know what I mean? If we
Oh,
get
for
this
you?
much, yeah,
No, I'm gonna give them a bump. Uh, headings. No, no, fuck that.
yeah. Okay, so let me move on to another fight. Um, okay, so how about, and I know I have to feel like you're excited about this. Uh, I really, 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 really like Rafael dos Anjos, and was,
I have to tell you, I was shocked. I thought, look at this. I thought that this was
Barbarian is
going,
great.
yeah, and for that reason, like I was rooting for Dos Anjos, but I thought that it was gonna be the fight of the century. I thought it was gonna be two men dead. I thought it was gonna be the ending of Hockey Chu.
Me too.
The fact that the older gentleman, my countryman, was able to did what he did was so inspiring and such a it was great to see, but
Yeah.
shocking nonetheless because I did not. I thought he was gonna have to dig to the depths of hell to eke out a victory, because Barbahinho is look at what we see from this fucking guy every time.
Totally.
So listen, HDA is back as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was going to be a bloody war where both dudes were transported to the hospital after, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like that. Yeah, like you said, that they were going to have to dig and that it was just going to, be 3 rounds of just freaking, grind, like just gritty, yeah. And then, like you said, he was just in such control and never faltered. And right, like it just seemed like he just controlled everything.
yeah, it was crazy because I was with a young lady watching that one, and I said, watch
Really?
these
How
two.
young?
Never mind how young, God, are you? Young than me, let's just say that. Okay, so I was telling her, I go, wait till you see these two fucking junkyard doggies to kill each other. I go, you,
You just
you know what I
wait.
mean? Put your
Oh
put your
yeah.
phone. This one's a humdinger, and then like it was like one guy just like just doing his stuffs.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, that's another thing. I should never say shit like that ever again. It's like when the announcers go, this guy hasn't missed a free throw since January or
Right.
whatever, and then 100% of the time the guy missed the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
But actually, no, Hanato, I think you should stay doing that
My,
because that way, when you tell her you're going to call and you don't,
oh,
you're consistent.
you know what? That is a hell of a. You're playing the long con. I like that. Always keep them heady for disappointment.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Over,
this, but you
yeah.
actually got that. I'm gonna call you, but I'm not.
All over promise, under deliver. What are you? As opposed to under promise and then over,
You never over deliver. When
then
have
over
you
deliver
over
them.
delivered?
When I'm deliver the salami, when I'm deliver the super sausage, oh, what are you? It have some peppercorns on the side,
Ew.
and
Get those
also
looked at.
oh, what are you? And also some
Get
sesame,
those looked
and
at
also some sesame
immediately.
seed. No, it also have this. It have some red pepper. The one from the pizza here. Oh, porra. A light dusting of that one. Also some garlic salt.
We get the slice and it's like sliced with the peppercorn in it. Oh
You can have that one.
God, you are insane. Oh God, like okay, so Dean D like this. Yeah, I remember I worked at this fight. Dean says I remember talking up the Aspen Lad versus GDR fight, and it ended
Wait,
in
who's
a giant
GDH
stupid.
again? I forgot.
It was 16 seconds. So GDR goes bah, bam, like lands a straight right, and
Why can't
Aspen
I
goes
remember
down.
who is the GDH?
Her Jermaine Durandamy,
Oh, I
the
didn't know
Dutch
she.
kickboxer.
Yeah, I know who she is now, but I never knew her as one of these fucking. She got a.
Oh yeah, no, GDR. Yeah, that's her thing.
Oh
Yeah,
God, oh,
GDR.
yeah,
Because
okay. Well,
Jermaine
excuse the
Durandamy is hard
fuck
to
out of
say,
me.
or not hard
Okay.
to say. It's just I like it, but it's
Yeah.
long. But yeah, GDR. So I was working that one, and Herb was the ref on that one, and everybody was like, "What?" Like because it was literally like 6 seconds or 16
Yeah, I
seconds
remember
or
that one.
something insane. Yeah, it was really fast. Now, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily sure he was wrong. It just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard because Aspen,
As far as
it's hard to know now in hindsight, actually knowing like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it was too fast or not. I don't know.
as far as I'm concerned, in most of those situations, the person was about to get fucking lights out. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, was maybe postponing something that was inevitable.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, okay. Okay, so let me ask you about um this one. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy, that was. Listen, um, this was a hard one because this is our boy, and there's no way I'm gonna go against your boy and our boy. So
Yep.
that was never in question. But I have talked to Dawkins, and he's a nice kid, an up and coming kid. So I took no pleasure to see him get beat like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't.
I
The
know I
high
didn't like
outcome happened, but it wasn't. It was bittersweet because I was like, "Fuck!" It's sad to. I don't want to see that kid lose. So I wish he was fighting someone else. You know?
agreed. I really like Eric and was rooting for Eric and
Yeah,
agreed with everything you said about Kyle.
yeah.
He's just really nice. He and his brother Chris are
And
both really
the hair was looking extra good for Eric. I mean, he did himself proud. And of course, I was happy. The only silver linings is that Eric is no spring chickens, and so like
not
he gonna only have so many more bite of the acai left.
yeah.
So Doc is gonna have his chances.
Right. Well, and also, Eric's been working with Fight Ready. Like he went there a couple fights ago, and I actually thought he won his last fight when he fought the Iron Turtle,
Oh yeah, the turtle.
Korean guy.
Yeah,
I thought he won that fight, and I even talked to one
yeah,
of
I
the
think so
refs
too.
after the fight. I
Yeah,
won't name him, but I even talked to one of the refs, and he was like,
you mean one of the judge?
I mean, one of the judges, rather,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think he actually had seen it for Eric as well, but was saying because it was like it was a split decision, and he's like, yeah, because I was like, I thought, but I talked to all three of them, and I was like, what did you guys see? Like, what did you look for? Because to me, it was really close, but I thought Eric won.
Yeah.
But they all
Yeah,
three admitted they were like, yeah, that one was like
I had
really
him
hard to
winning.
judge.
I had him winning that one too. But
Yeah.
like I said,
Right. Sometimes it goes your way and sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, in
But
these
yeah,
fucking things,
good
it'd
on
be
you.
one
Okay.
thing. It'd be one thing if someone always gets jerked, but it's up in
Mhm.
the air. Whoever gets jerked, it's like always a grab bag. You know what I mean? It's like so since everybody's getting fucked by these decisions, at some point, then I guess it's gonna turn around at some point. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
gonna be the beneficiary of some bullshit, some Chinese.
Yeah. No, right. Okay, so hey, just for people to know, I realized I should say again, Santiago Ponzinibbio is our guest tonight. He actually hasn't been on yet because he is training. He is fighting on Saturday at UFC 282. He's fighting Alex Morono. Unfortunately, Robbie Lawler had to withdraw from their fight, so he's going to be fighting Alex Morono instead. But Santiago and I work together at the UFC. I see him a lot at work. He does the broadcast on Deportes and Espanol,
Deportes.
and he is just a really great guy and a hell of a fighter, and he's fighting on Saturday, so he is still to come on the show. So I just want to let you know. So Renato, we've got to talk about. I have to ask you about, and it's sad for me because I'm sure you felt the same way. The calf slicer.
Oh fuck! I was trying. You know what? My brain wanted to forget this. Listen,
This sucked.
This was
And I
shitty.
actually picked Roman Dolidze as an up and coming star on a show 2 weeks ago. We were talking, me and we were at the desk talking about like who did we
Shame
think
on
the
you.
prospects, and I was talking about Dolidze, but I was like, but I didn't want him to beat our boy Jack.
Shame on you for just putting that on onto the universe. I'm gonna show Jack that you did that. Yak. Now,
Yeah.
so listen. Here's what's frustrating about this shit. Yak was handily winning that fight,
Sorry, I'm
and
laughing at something else I want to ask you after. Sorry. Yeah.
it's
No, Jack. Yeah.
proverbial. It's the proverbial banana peel that he slipped on there, and good for Holman for taking advantage of that. And that's the way that's the way the cookie is crumbled. Um, so for Yaki, I think that the silver lining here is that since he was winning and it was kind of like he slipped on a fucking banana peel, I feel like yes, Holman's stock went up, or yeah, Holman, yeah, his stock went up, fair enough. But I don't feel like Yaki's went down. I think he just stayed where it's at. Because I don't think the loss, it would be one thing if he got outclassed by the guy or just got like cheek KO'd without that submission happening. You know what I'm saying? Where it goes, oh, he looks a step slow, and oh, maybe the chime is
But
the
he's an
sand through
unranked
the
guy, and
elbow.
he took on number 8.
No, no, I'm saying, I'm saying, but for Yak, I'm saying.
I know, and I'm saying, so you're saying it's not going to change his position,
What
but he
what I
lost to an
mean,
unranked guy, though.
but I guess what I mean is not in the rankings, not in like the number next to his name, but what I mean
Mhm.
is like his stock within the UFC organization. It's not like they're like, yeah, this cow needs to be sent out to pasture
Yeah,
here.
right. It's so random, and like, what
So
what are the odds that kind of
because
thing? Yeah.
they realized, look, Jack Jack was winning the fucking fight. If he doesn't make that one fucking error, he wins that fight. So it's like he didn't, even though he lost, it didn't look like, oh, the poor guy, he don't got it no
Hmm.
more. I was just like, well, fucking shitty luck, fuck, you know what I mean?
Right.
It happens. It's one of those stuffs, like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
you know.
It
And
was
he
a
knew
bummer.
it. He knew it. It was, you know, it's just a little slip up, and in training it happens, no big deal. But it just happens. And you know what, too? I can say, I think because we've been seeing Holman knock out people so much,
Yeah.
we we're forgetting how competent, not just competent, how slick and good he is a grappler. So
Hmm.
I think that chalk it up to, you know, fuck, hats off to Holman, you know.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, like I said, I am a fan of him.
Yeah.
I just didn't want him to beat Jack.
No, me
You know what I
neither.
mean?
Me neither.
Okay.
I was fucking frustrated about that. But I didn't, you know what? Here's the funny thing. I didn't felt sorry. Usually in a situation like that, I
Mhm.
feel sorry for the guy. I didn't feel sorry for Jack. I was like, it's a setback, but you didn't lose nothing. You didn't get your head knocked off. You didn't get
Right.
the shit beaten out of you. It was like you got caught in a fucked up jiu-jitsu position. And
Right.
sorry,
Right.
it's just, it was just shitty chiming, you know.
Right. Agreed. Okay, so here's one thing I want to uh, sort of just to put a
A
sort of
fine
just
punch.
wrap that
Oh,
whole UFC Orlando talk up. You know, Chidi was right again last week. Chidi did pick Wonderboy for the win. For those who don't know, my daughter has a bearded dragon lizard, and he predicts fights. His record is 13-3 right now, which is really amazing.
listen, I just didn't want it. This was the first time I was gonna say fuck this. It's time to just see what happens.
Yep.
But then my thoughts is like, as soon as I do it, he's gonna be hung. And so I was like, because I love Wonderboy, I was like, I can't do this to Wonderboy. I can't put,
Right.
even if it's a heel thing or not, I'm not gonna even check the chance of some stupid fucking uh I don't know, some hippo in the in the space chime continuum, something to
Yep.
fuck up Chidi's streak or whatever. So I was like, I'm not gonna bet. I'm not gonna financially. I can't do it.
Invest. Okay, right.
Now,
No, I
I
understand.
will do
I've
it
never.
another. I will do it another time, though, because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of seeing the winnings. You know,
It's
Chidi's.
money going, and I believe Shiger Tark had commented on Instagram that they made money from
Yeah,
Chidi.
fuck
So,
that. You know, you know, Chidi's. You know what? Where's mine? Chidi's wearing his. I did my caper. I did my caper. I'm still wearing the same old shit. Well, I'm not
yeah.
really,
Hey,
but
listen, guy.
yeah.
Just keep it cool.
Hey, you put my money to sleep. I put your fucking brain to sleep. Yeah.
I want my money.
Yeah. Hey, see,
Marty
maybe you don't
swings.
know. You know, maybe you don't know me. Maybe. Let me tell you how you do things. I'm gonna get up early in the morning. I'm gonna go down to the bank. You know, you know that part. And I'm gonna
Oh my
take your
god.
head. See, I'm gonna put it through that fucking. Yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
and then maybe when you're coming out of your coma. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. That was a little casino.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so my point was here is Chidi's choice for this weekend's main event between Jan Błachowicz and Magomed Ankalaev.
You're like now
Hello,
everybody's
and
like
welcome to
sitting
another edition
forward,
of
like paying
Chidi's
attention.
Choice. Today, the
Ugh.
Fistivities Bearded Dragon mascot will choose the UFC 282 main event between Jan Błachowicz and Magomed Ankalaev. Chidi is a bearded dragon. He loves arugula. What we do is we take the names, ball them up,
Oh, look how
randomize
arrogant
them,
he's starting to look now
drop
too.
him
Like you look
there,
at his
there,
head
and then
posture.
we put Chidi down. He makes his choice.
You saw he was like,
Has a tendency to go.
What the-
Oh, he is
Amazing
feisty
is-
tonight.
Yeah,
he's unequivocal about this.
That the former champion Błachowicz will reclaim his title.
He's gonna
282.
be
We shall see.
the champion.
We shall see.
So Chidi too is also getting like a lot more decisive. Like you saw, he like went for it right away.
Yeah, well, he was very discerning last time. He was like,
Mhm.
he thought about it, thought about this one. He said, "No, this is clear.
Yeah,
It's clear to
I'm
me."
okay with that. And I,
But who's okay? So who's got the odds though? What if Chidi
yeah,
starts?
who knows what the? I could look him up.
What if
I'm not
Chidi's
sure.
prediction starts to change Vegas or whatever? The based on
Oh
that,
well, Ohad.
like after
Ohad said
Tuesday.
Chidi- Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Ohad said Chidi's going to be wrong, so Ohad thinks Ankalaev is going to win. I mean, look, Ankalaev by submission is completely possible.
Who knows the
Chidi's record is currently 13-3, mixed martial anarchist. 13-3.
I mean, it seems like this. Like even if you, let's say you lose, let's say you bet and you lose on Jan this time or
Mhm.
whatever. It seems to me that if you just keep betting with him, you might lose one or twice, but you're gonna win way more than you're ever gonna. You know what I mean? So like maybe the thing is fucking. I hate to say it, you know, caralho. Maybe you're gonna
Hey,
stick
there's
with
Stranger
Chidi.
Things, isn't there? There's like the what is it? Is it a bird that predicts something? I'm thinking of I'm mixing up how the Red Wings throw the octopus on the ice. But there's like an octopus that
No, it's like a
the
hedgehog.
World
That's
Series or something, right? Like, isn't there something?
no, a
weird?
hedgehog tell you that it's gonna be a leap year or some dumb shit like
No,
that.
that's the Punxsutawney Phil. I'm not talking about that. There's like
What is he, a
random
beaver?
animal that does some sports predicting. That's like this really, really crazy. Yeah, yeah. And now I was laughing before about something that I was going to tell you after, and then I forgot.
Oh, a comment that you saw? I saw you light up about
Yeah,
some
no,
bullshit.
there was something I was laughing at when you were talking about the fights, and seriously, Shiger Tark is like, yep, Chidi's record better than any MMA media clown. Bet on that gecko. It's totally true.
It's insane.
Saying gamblers take note.
Oh God,
It's true.
here we go. We're gonna get in trouble now.
Oh
This
my
show.
God, Little Seal said this whole time I thought we were talking about Chidi and Jokawani, but it's a lizard. Hilarious.
Oh, Chidi, that would be nice. Imagine if you had Chidi in your house or whatever, and you feed him only ohogala so that he give you
Oh
the.
God, that's funny. Yeah, I don't remember. No, it was something funny that I was thinking about. Either one of the fighters or somebody that you were.
Well, it must not have been that.
Oh,
funny.
I know what it is.
What?
Is that never
Oh,
mind.
here we go.
I can't
Something
say it,
stupid
I can't
now.
say it. I can't say it.
Okay.
Okay, hey.
A
So,
female?
Hanato, are you
A female fighter?
No. Are you in the okay? I wanted to ask you about this. I don't know if you know anything about this. I wasn't sure if this was like a relative or something. I'm
Oh,
sure.
here we go with some dumb shit here.
No, I'm just curious if wait, no, that's not it. If you know this person, if this is somebody that's in the family,
Here we
because
go.
it seems like something maybe that you would know about or that you would do. Have you seen, did you know that sorry, here it is. It's just slow to upload here. That a Brazilian prisoner spent 5 years digging a tunnel that ended up in the guardroom.
Oh, God, yo, my people,
Dude.
my people.
5 years digging a tunnel. Ends
Let's
up
just
in the
say that would happen to me. I mean,
dude, that's hilarious.
it would be the reverse Shawshank Redemption. Oh, what a
Could you
fucking! Can you imagine?
No.
Oh.
Dude,
But didn't
I
he
hope
hear?
that guy
Didn't
was a really bad, like, to me, that makes it seem like that guy was like a multi-murderer or like a rapist, like total piece of crap, worst person, POS on the earth, that even jail wasn't enough punishment for this guy. You know what I mean? Make him spend 5 years thinking he's getting out. Make him have all that hope wasted and just F him over and make him go to the guard room. Like, you know what I mean?
brutal? Yeah,
I don't know what he's in for. I didn't even look up the story that much. I just thought that was hilarious.
maybe he was wrongly accused for killing his wife or something like that. Or killing the children. But you just have to imagine what
that
a.
story is hilarious to me.
He's not the brightest guy because wouldn't you, before you break through that last piece, that last sheet hawk or whatever, wouldn't you just go like, let me just hear like what's going on over there, and you can hear people talking and stuff. I mean,
Right. Come on, bro. Yeah.
I mean, what did he think? What the fuck? He thought it was a break home of like an office building or something. Even if even in that case, you're still gonna get, they're gonna hat on you. Like, why are you gonna go through there?
But they would most likely be talking about prison stuff.
But even if not, you don't want to go anywhere where there's people, you know?
Right. Right.
So you got to know you went the
Because
wrong way or
clearly,
something.
right, you're surprised. You're breaking through a wall randomly into some place with people. So
Yeah, it's not like,
nobody's gonna
yeah,
respond well
exactly.
to that.
Yeah, they're not gonna be like, oh, we won't charge nobody. You kill, you know, or you're breaking away from prison or whatever. Yeah, I
Right.
don't. He don't sound like the sharpest, you know, tool in the shed box
Hey,
or whatever.
Renato, I might need a pause.
You gotta check it down.
No, it's not. I just, but I might need to visit the ladies' room.
You period?
No, oh no, Renato. I just no, but
You mean
I'm
just
just
to check
I'm
it,
just thinking because
just to
Santiago
powder
isn't
your nose?
here, huh?
You want to powder your nose for Santiago
No,
Benizio?
Elmo Duran. Is this true that it says he went through 5 cells to get through that place? To that?
I have no idea.
That's
But
crazy. That's
so does that
crazy.
mean that if you went through 5 cells, that means there was a couple fucking guys who decided, nah, I ain't going with you that way, you dummy.
Yeah, yeah. I guess. Yeah. I guess.
Imagine
I
he
guess.
break through you cell and you get in trouble because of this fucking guy.
Right. 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 I was just thinking I might need to use the ladies and like
Go
I don't
ahead.
want to have to go really, really bad when Santiago is here.
Just go. Why are you waiting?
All right. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, folks. I'll be right back. Whoa, whoa.
Check your Chinese. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Now that we alone. Oh, what's happening here? What we have here? Yeah, that's height. Han. His name now. God, on. What's going on here? Talk to me here. We only have limited Chinese. Listen, I'm not seeing nothing here. Ah, hello, little seal, boy. Little seal. I mean, I guess I gotta go with African American of each on this one. You'll feel violent. Well, he was gonna dress a prison guard. Oh, that's good. I would do that one. Uh, yes, it teacher left us with the sub. Yes. I mean, here you can tell me that that you never get homework. We're gonna watch your videos. We're gonna watch your VHS. The janitor, you filthy, you're no good piece of shit. Hanaj, I think the Canadian government is investigating. Yeah, this could be the this could be the case, porra. The black exploitation stream. Yes. What's your thoughts on Kobe Cobb? Oh, I mean, look, he's a fucking hell of a fighter. I'm not a fan of him as a guy, but can't take away nothing from, him as a fighter. He's a tough customer. Jail made that prison mean. You've been to any of UFC fights? Oh, I've been to countless fucking UFC fights and other shitty organizations too, or millions of them. You guys gotta. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Uncle Barnatch on at some point. How long before Cohen? Wait, how long before we know? Oh, I thought it said Cohen. God, my eyes. Karyn is taking number 3.
What?
I don't know.
No. I tripped on the way out and pulled the microphone cord out of the computer. Is it back on? I hope.
No.
Can you hear me?
No, we can hear
No?
you. We can hear you.
Oh,
Wait, were you surprised? Yeah,
so
I
no,
was
didn't trip.
surprised that
Sorry.
people think it's just people is the consensus the unfortunately the general consensus is that US.
The teacher is back.
No, but they said the general consensus seems that people think that you was in there and you look, how do I put this? How do I put
100%.
this mildly? They say you took a shit in there.
100%. It was only number 1, and even if I did not, I 100% guarantee made lightning strike me, but butterflies actually come out of there.
Well, that's even more horrifying. Imagine a butterflies crawling out of there.
You know what kind?
Uh,
The swallowtail.
oh, who? You talk? That's scat porn you watch. The swallowtail. Ugh.
That's funny. That was pretty
The
clever.
cocoon in there.
That was pretty clever.
It's
I just made that up.
no.
Where's the laughing?
Yeah, I imagine bats come out of there. Oh, ugh. Yeah.
Okay, Renato, how long did you live in Brooklyn?
I never lived on to Brooklyn. I
Or
have
Queens,
family in
Bronx,
Brooklyn,
Queens, Bronx,
Manhattan.
South Bronx, the South Bronx.
Well, I spent a lot of time in the Bronx, but I never actually had a place in the Bronx. My brother lived out there.
But in New York. But where did you live in New York then?
Manhattan.
Okay, so did I.
Yeah.
So did I. So I that's even better for my next story. I wasn't sure. And whereabouts did you live?
Well, that's for you. What the fuck are you getting so personal here?
Hey, okay. Did you have rats?
I did have hats. Some chimey, not always.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Well, no, you know that the rat problem in New York is huge, right? Like it's a crazy
It's
thing.
always been a huge caralho.
Well, they are actually hiring for a new job over there, and that is the job of the rat czar in New York. So literally the title is actually called Director of Rodent Mitigation.
Oh, caralho.
But that will be the rat czar. So here's just some of the verbiage from the job listing. And okay. Says, so quote, do you have what it takes to do the impossible? A virulent vehemence for vermin, a background in urban planning, project management, or government, and most importantly, the drive, determination, and killer instinct needed to fight the real enemy, New York City's relentless rat population. Okay, right? Okay, so it also says you're going to need a quote, swashbuckling attitude, crafty humor, and a general aura of badassery. So literally this job is going to be, it says it's going to be the public face of the city's fight against rats. It says not just an office job. They're going to be expected to, quote, lead from the front using hands-on techniques to exterminate rodents with authority and efficiency.
God, are you? I mean, what the fuck they're gonna try that they haven't already tried? I mean, look, that city got a lot of fucking hats. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, every place I lived at, you just took care of your own hat problem.
Yeah, well, it says they're going to pay this person from $120,000 to $170,000.
But my question is, what the fuck they're gonna try that haven't been tried already?
Geckos. Chidi is going to lead an army. Do you remember people used to say, no, that was for cockroaches.
Then that's gonna be a problem,
That was going to be roaches. But yeah, no, anyway, so they were saying that, the old sort of urban myth was that, that there was more rats than people in New York,
I believe it.
Well, they're claiming in this story anyway, it was a 2014 study led by statistician Jonathan Auerbach, and based on rat sightings, he reported that there was more like 2 million rats in the city, which is still a lot.
Bullshit. There have to be more than that.
More than that.
Now, let me tell you something. I've had hats in certain places, certain ones more than other, and I never had a big problem. Like whenever I was hands-on with that one. Mm-hmm. I took care of the problem myself, you can tell you're like, what the fuck? You see those little pallet, you see the you go, oh god, let me have some hats in there. And then what I learned, first of all, never use those fucking glue traps. It is the saddest, horrible
because they don't die
thing.
immediately.
No,
and
it's torture, and then you gotta put that one out of this misery, and it's not a good feeling. No. I felt like such a piece of shit the first time or the only time I used that shit. But all you gotta do, the trick is this. You take a little paper bag, like the kind that maybe you have, you get a beer in, just a little paper bag from the corner deli, the bodega. You put in you get a hat trap. You put in, what they like? Instead of cheese or whatever, they like fried stuffs, like a
calamari.
Like what I used to do back then is like I got you at this place, that's shitty fried chicken place, or the Chinese restaurant, the ghetto Chinese restaurant, and get a chicken wings or something, and put the chicken skin in there, greasy. Yeah. Then you put in there, then it don't take long, and then you're gonna hear pop at some point, and then instead of it flying, it don't fly all over the place. It's already in the bag. You just go boop 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 boop. You throw that fucking shit outside into the garbage outside. Nice, done. Smart. And that system worked for me. The only fucked up thing is I remember I had a hat die. If you ever unfortunate enough to have a hat die in the wall, short of opening up the fucking wall, you gotta just wait till it go past the point of decompose. You know what I mean? Like you have to go through all those. So
how bad was the smell?
Oh, just fucking atrocious.
Really?
It's really bad at first. Then it turns into like a musk that smells like you left a bunch of laundry for like a week in the laundry room. So it smells almost like a mildew, and it sucks because it's a general shitty. You're like, is it gone yet? And then you go, oh, God. Yeah.
I'd be like having my diffuser going 24/7 or something, and like.
But it's city life.
Fire or some crap,
It's city life, People get squeamish about hoaches. Hoach. It's just, it's life. What you gonna do? It's a big fucking city. And they produce a lot of fucking garbage. I tell you what, keep your dishes clean. Oh, here's another fucking thing about hats and hoaches. Here's another interesting stuff. We think that they're always going for food, especially hoaches.
Yeah.
A lot of time, what they want is water. So you got to be careful that you're not having any, leaks or they like say you took a shower, whatever, they like to get into the a lot of the bathroom. They like, like there's a lot of water source in there because they need water. They're like, where else you're gonna get water?
Yeah, there's in a building, right?
There's a lot of places for them to get food, but not a lot for water.
Right. This Nate is claiming that rats leave the house if there's no food. They're not like mice. They need food.
Well, yeah, hats, and that's the thing. You got to keep your place clean. You gotta throw out your garbage more often. Um, yeah, garbage, snacks, whatever,
Ay,
garbage.
ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Well, but anyway, yeah, so that job
I'm
is
not gonna be getting hat czar anytime soon.
yeah. Isn't that crazy though? Like what a thing.
Yeah, somebody's
What a
gonna
thing.
get that one.
Okay, so another thing, I was talking about this. So this weekend I was staying in room 666 at my
I saw
hotel.
that. That's
Yeah.
against my God.
Well, so I'm curious. So that when I'm checking in, the guy says to me, so are you superstitious? And it's funny because on my fridge I had that magnet from The Office with Steve Carell where it says, he's like, I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious. you know
But I
and
get it because it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to. Superstition is a powerful fucking thing.
exactly. And so I'm not going to lie, there are some things I am superstitious about, but that is not one of them. So well, let me back up. So he asked if I were superstitious. I said no. Why? Is the room on the 13th floor? Because some hotels don't count a 13th floor, and some
Yeah,
do,
a
whatever.
lot.
People don't
Yeah.
want to stay there. So even though 14 is 13 now, like it doesn't change
Who cares?
anything.
It's so stupid. Yeah.
um, well, I'm fooled, and
Yeah.
so he said, no, it's room number 666. And I was like, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Because to me, I'm like, I don't feel like I have good luck. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe that'll change my luck. Maybe that'll change my luck. I know I'm not a child of the devil. You know what I mean? So, but I thought it was funny. And so, of course, my brother came by too because he came to the fights and stuff. And so, of course, then he gets out, Iron Maiden, like 666, the number of the beast,
Yeah,
or
that's the
whatever.
number
We're
to the
like,
beach. Uh, um, uh, Josh
would you
Barnett
stay in that
would
room?
want. I stayed there because my God, because the power of Christ compels me or whatever. And get behind me, Sage. I would do it as an affront to Sage. I would go. I'm a man of my God. I'm protect. So no
Right,
devilment. I'm not gonna touch the mini bar and none of that bullshit in there.
right,
Um, uh, I wouldn't be worried about. It's funny. I can look at people's superstition and go, "That's so stupid," and hold my eyes or whatever.
right.
But there's certain ones that is so ingrained in you that you can't help but just be a little bit like, hmm. And one of them are stupid. You know what?
Gotta have my
The,
hat,
so the other day,
right?
what you said? What you said?
Gotta have my lucky hat.
Well, I don't
Gotta
have
have
no
my hat.
shit. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta. I can't fly without it.
Can't fly without
Listen,
it.
you little hick.
I gotta
Um.
have it.
That part. How much you want to punch her in the fucking mouth when she says that? But I don't got no stuff like that. But what I do have is like all those stupid ones from the back in the day. Like a perfect example. I You know how we never need an umbrella here,
Mhm.
but there was some day recently where I was walking the doggy and it was hanging like really a lot and I needed to walk her. And
How's she doing, by the way?
she's doing better. I switched the food. She's doing a lot better.
Good,
A lot of there's some good stuff and it's a good. It's good. Things is better, you know.
good,
There's
good.
some information not great, but I think
Okay,
we're gonna be able to deal with it. Anyway,
okay.
um,
So you need an umbrella.
so anyway, I went to the fucking Smart and Final just get a cheap umbrella because they had them.
Hmm.
I don't know why they even have them because no one ever fucking used that stuff.
We never
But
did.
I haven't used an umbrella I don't think I ever used the umbrella in LA or whatever.
I bought one in
So
France while I was there because it was raining in
there
Paris a
you
little bit.
go. So and I got one nice. They had a couple different one. I got one that looked like plaid, like Scottish, like a plaid or whatever. You know
Oh,
what I
I
mean?
like that. Yeah.
But anyway, then of course I wanted to didn't I wanted to open it before I go out there, and then I went, wait, caralho, you can't open. And then I remember I like did it all secretive because I didn't want to upset nobody. Like anybody go, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? And so I was thinking to myself, how fucking dumb is this that I'm still
Yep.
being kind of controlled by this stupid bullshit that from when I'm a kid, you know.
Yeah.
And then I guess here's another stupid one, and this is a cultural stuff. And I told you that that my dad is a Afro-can American.
Mm-hmm.
So he have one of these stuffs, that old one where it's like no hats on the bed.
That's what I do. I don't have a hat on the bed.
Okay, so you know that one. So, but some people don't have that.
And I go, oh no, and I like snatch it up and I get like freaked out.
Now, I always thought that was so stupid. And sometimes I want to prove myself how stupid it is. Like let's say I'm doing some cleaning or whatever, and I'm throwing clean clothes or whatever stuffs and shit is on, and then one of that stuffs I throw in there is a hat, and then I go, hey, and then I'm like, no, that's not heel or whatever, and I'm like, continue doing my stuff, and in the back of my head, I'm like, that hat is sizzling through sizzling through the mattress, and I'm like, no, I don't believe in that stuff. It's not heel. I don't. And then I go, let's just check it off, just to. I don't want to think about that, And it's like somehow this stupid garbage is in my fucking head that have nothing to do with nothing.
I can't believe that's the one that you picked, because literally that's like one of my main ones is
it's so stupid.
No hats on the bed.
It's a shame.
And do you remember the movie Drugstore Cowboy?
Yeah.
That's in Drugstore Cowboy.
I know, I remember.
And the girl, what's her face? Heather, what's her face?
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham's like,
yeah, and she OD'd after that. Yeah, she OD'd because of that.
Alert, from a movie from 1992.
They're not even gonna see that one. I love that. I own that. I have that here.
So do I.
Yeah,
dude,
that's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
That's a classic. Probably my favorite, aside from Outside, it's probably my favorite Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon movie. Yeah, Matt Dillon.
He's something in that movie. Like that character is fun. Yeah, I mean, you're not alone. A lot of women like that guy. Okay.
Back in the day, he was
Matt Dillon.
He was hanging on the wall. Let's put it that way. Hey, so so Santiago should be joining us in just a few minutes. He is wrapping up his training, and he is going to be fighting Alex Morono this weekend. Unfortunately, Robbie Lawler had to withdraw from the fight. But okay, Nate, this is funny that you bring this one up. No purse on the floor. I just told my mom about that one the other day, and Renato, actually had heard that initially from a Brazilian friend of mine.
Okay, so I've heard this one. Since I never had a purse, I never had to worry about that. As far as I'm concerned, most of the chicks that I know put their fucking purse on the floor, or at least they bag, like at like dinner or brunch or whatever.
I know, but I don't like to do that. I don't like to do it.
The stupid thing I heard is that maybe this is an Asian thing or something, but it has to do with like it's gonna fuck your money up.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It's gonna make you lose your money.
Whatever. And if that's what make you lose your money, then
Well, I just was telling my mom about that one last week because a Brazilian friend of mine had told me, and ever since I don't do it.
I mean, it's just
I don't think I did it a lot anyway because I just thought that was nasty because the floor is dirty. But unless the purse was designed like that, like some purses have these little things on the bottom because they know you're going to do that. They like stand up more and stuff like that.
So that is not technically on the.
Anyway, now I'm getting.
So it's not technically on the ground or whatever. That's like those things that Hasidic Jews have, like to get around the Sabbath, like turning the lights on. Like there's like a long thing that they like with a hand on it that they like to.
Is that right?
Well, there's a whole market.
I didn't know that. Are you serious?
Of workahounds for Sabbath and stuff. Yeah, like
really?
You wouldn't fucking believe some of this stuff. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Like how we've talked about Rube Goldberg shit before.
Yeah,
like there's shit that's almost might as well be that stuff.
That's awesome.
Just so that you can do the shit you're not supposed to do. And it's like, but technically, yeah.
I love it.
But all that stuff is in our fucking head. I mean,
I love it.
Like for instance, the 13 thing is like it have to do with like the Last Supper and stuff like that. It's like, and it gets stuck in our fucking head. And I've weaned myself up.
It's because it's Jesus and the 12 apostles.
Yeah. Okay. I've weaned myself off of that 13 one because it's so fucking stupid. And I noticed my.
13. Yeah.
Like here's an example.
Never.
I'm turning the TV onto a certain volume, and then it go on 13. And like there's a thing where I want to go, well, just don't leave it on leave it on the 14 or the 12, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to fall into the stupid 13
Yeah,
shit.
it doesn't
But
even
it is
register.
a thought though. It is a thought.
Although I will say it only registers to me on Friday the 13th.
So you
feel
believe
like
the
that's
stupid
different.
shit.
I feel like that's a little different. Maybe that's just because of the movie.
And it's not, it's all in your head.
I know, but I don't think I've ever necessarily had an unlucky one. But I wouldn't plan a wedding or I wouldn't plan a big event on Friday the 13th.
Why not?
Just
We'll
because
have a
I
lot
think
of
other
exciting
people
stuff.
might be other people might feel a way about it. You know what I mean? People might not want to go to something.
Yeah, but it's your wedding. No one wanted to go to your wedding anyway.
I get married again, believe me.
Wow.
Um,
Well, no one wanted to go to your other one, the first one anyway. So.
yeah, it was 4 days after 9/11. That should have been a sign.
Oh, God, on you. What a fucking downer.
Right.
You got to sit there and pretend that you're enjoying yourself.
It actually was a fun wedding.
Says you,
yeah.
God, on you.
Yeah,
you got all the presents.
it was. Yes, it is. Jay Crockett called triskaidekaphobia, being you're afraid of the number 13. That's what that's the actual
No
word
shit.
for it. Triskaidekaphobia. Yeah, it's a fun word. Mm-hmm.
What's the other dumb shit? Like, there's a couple other. What's some of the famous American ones?
Of superstitions? Well,
those classic ones. Like, step on a crack is more like a fucking. That's like a.
Well, you're not.
That's like an
it's not a
OCD
superstition,
thing.
but you're not supposed to let the flag touch the ground. But I don't know if that's a superstition.
That's not a. That's a respect.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Well, like you shouldn't say Candyman 3 times in the mirror.
No, not like that. Not movie stuff. Now, how come now I can't think of all the stupid ones?
I know.
But there's
what are some good superstitions?
There's a million of that one.
Oh, like that you should be carried across the threshold when you get married or something like that, or when you.
No, I'm talking about more everyday ones, like when you're a kid.
Oh, I know. With the first of the month, when you go rabbit, 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 or you say like rabbit, rabbit, bring me good luck. Like when it turns into a new month, like when you wake up on the morning of the first month, before you say any other words, you either say like rabbit, 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 or rabbit, rabbit, bring me good luck. I've definitely done that.
I never heard of that in my fucking life.
I was like, damn, I missed another month of opportunity.
Well, I never heard that in my life. That's like something. No, never in my life.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay, yeah, Scott Rizzo, spilling salt.
Yeah, that's one. That's one. But I know there's got to be a lot more like. Oh, I know the
black cat.
Black cat. I never bought into that. I had a black cat when I was a kid. Okay, I got the one. I know the one. Walking under a ladder. But see that have a practical application, because don't walk on the fucking ladder, anyway,
Well, yeah, it's not safe. The ladder could fall at any time.
Yeah, but that's a big one. Like, that's a big. Oh yeah, breaking a mirror, no?
And you could bump the person on the ladder anyway too, and like totally kill them. So yeah,
well, exactly. Or more important, they could kill you, or the ladder fall and a bucket of paint came onto you, Uncle.
Right, but yeah, you're right. Breaking a mirror is supposed to bring you 7 years bad luck, which is ridiculous. Come on.
Is it? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, there's that.
Although it explains a few things.
You ever broke one?
Yeah.
I've broke windows, not mirror.
I've broken a mirror, and actually, that's
like
crazy.
when you was fixing something, you went like that, and the mirror was like, "Oh God, no, I'm kidding.
Wow.
You was flossing. No, what is that?
Should I turn it up?
I guess. What is it? Oh, now I get it. No, God, I get it. So
here's one. Gotta knock.
Yeah, but you knock on wood after. Yeah, okay. So that is the superstition. Yes, that you have.
Yeah,
to
you knock wood
after. And I gotta tell you. God
forbid that happens.
I'm
super healthy. Knock wood.
That one annoys me a little bit, to be honest.
Why?
Because he's so fucking stupid.
Little wood things you can carry around.
Because he's so fucking stupid. Because it's like somebody says some dumb shit and they go, oh, knock on wood. I mean, like I could be like something about a plane going down or whatever, and then like my plane I make a joke about the plane going, and then someone go, oh, knock on wood, as if like I was just about to make the plane go down, and then they just magic made it not go. They get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And then what about all the rest of fucking people on the plane? What about what they're doing and stuff? Is that easy? I gotta worry about what the rest of the passengers is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Is that willy-nilly like that?
I mean,
Knock on
Hey,
wood.
speaking of passengers, actually, you bring up another thing that I wanted to talk about, and this.
Oh, passenger 57.
No, but
No.
hopefully, it should be Santiago should be here any second. No, they announced over in the EU they're going to, I believe it'll be next June, allow phone calls and things on airplanes now. They're going to have it like 5G in the airplane. Exactly. And they're going to allow people to take phone calls in the air now.
That's about the worst fucking idea I ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Yeah. So think about like how nice and enjoyable it is right now in the plane where it's quiet and you don't hear anything except that of the airplane sound, and you do your own thing, and it's like your little bubble for that time, and it's
like beautiful. A library. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. You got your fucking headphones on. None of that shit. Yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing too. That's when I always like when the people behind me don't know each other. Because if you get two chicken head or two guys, whatever, oh, did you hear about the blah, blah, blah? And you're like, oh, fuck.
Okay. I will say, and when the reveal was given to me, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But I will say, I do talk to people on the plane. I'm not saying I don't talk to people, but on my way to London last year, I'll just make it very short, but I saw the guy across the aisle from me was starting to watch Succession season 2. And I was like, oh my God, it's so good. You're going to love this. And then he was like, okay, cool. And then, he was watching it. And I had gotten up to go to the bathroom and I saw a certain part that he was on. I was like, oh my God, and, we made an eye contact or something, or he was getting, and so we started talking about the show. And I'm like, I said, because I had told him he could just jump into the show and still enjoy it without knowing everything, which you can. But something had happened on the show where he was, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, hey, by the way, you actually kind of should probably know this, right? And so I gave him this briefing. I'm like, da 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 da, and he's like, oh my God. He's like, thank you so much for that. He's like, I feel like you totally explained everything to me. He's like, I feel like I've seen it. Thank you so much for that, right? And I'm like, no problem. So we're talking, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. He's asked me what I do. I tell him what I do, da da da. I'm like, well, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a director. I'm like, what do you do? He's like, I just directed the last Jurassic Park movie. I was like, holy crap.
How are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. A lot of good that's doing us now.
Exactly. I know. But
now here's the thing. I
was like, dude, what? And yeah. So that was my
Here's the thing. I didn't say it's bad.
The idea of people taking phone calls on the plane.
Yeah. I didn't say it was bad for the person who's talking. I don't mind talking and blabbing too.
Right.
But God bless the person sitting in front who got to listen to this shit while they're trying to eat or trying to just sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But it's a lot more fun when you're the one talking.
Because he and I were just like yapping for a long time.
Yeah, that can be so fucking annoying. And I've had great conversation with people, so I understand that dynamic. And I've traveled with people that I know, and we're having a blast. But when you're alone and you're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean?
But I was encouraged. Is encouraged the right word? I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised when he said who he was, and I was like, oh crap. But he had already complimented me and all this stuff, and I was like, okay, well that's cool. Maybe one day he'll be like, we need a reporter or something in this role, and he'll remember meeting me on the plane. You know
what if he's like, we need a dinosaur? What about we need for the new one, we need a zombified, we need a zombie dinosaur.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, we need a zombie dinosaur, half dead, but also squawks, have a great squawk, a high-pitched squawk, and heavy challenge. And he scratched men's eyes out
I don't have
like a harpy.
High-pitched squawk. I have a very low voice. But I would be, out of all the dinosaurs, which one would you choose to be? I know what I would be. Pterodactyl.
So you can fly around scratching people's eyes out or whatever and poking you big nose into everybody's business, Karyn.
Plus,
going like this, like whack, like whack.
Yep.
Yeah. And talking, bark, 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 bark. Yeah, you know why? Because that's the closest to a chicken. That's why you're a chicken head. That's why. You know which one I was partial to? Even though the T-Rex is like the king of the jungle or whatever.
I have
I like the one, maybe it's called Stegosaurus or something. The one that have like a horn in the middle and have a big
uh
shield, and it's like a hippopotamus almost.
yes.
Or for some reason I was, or a rhinoceros. For some reason I was responding to that one.
Did
I
you?
like that one.
Yeah, because it kind of had the triangle head thing, like the shield, right?
Well,
Like the shield
yeah,
thing.
and I like that. It reminded me there was a cartoon, like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I think it was called the
Yes,
Herculoids or whatever, and they had
right.
one that could shoot stuffs out of his horn, out of like the horn thing or
Oh
whatever.
wait, no, I don't know that is. I'm thinking of something else. But yes, I know what dinosaur you're thinking of. I thought you were going to say Velociraptor because that would probably be my second choice.
Oh,
Again, another
Velociraptor
little
now.
vicious like thing. But I love
Yeah,
how pterodactyl is just spelled with a PT. I am a
yeah.
word nerd, and so the idea of like my name would start with P and T together, I just
Pterodactyl.
think is cool. But yeah, I would be a pterodactyl because it'd be cool to be able to fly. And like you said, yeah, just peck into
Just pack and squat, screech.
Triceratops.
Oh, Triceratops. Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
I like it.
Stegosaurus is the one with the ridges down the back.
Oh yeah, I don't want Stegosaur. I like his
It's Tricer. Who
Triceratops.
has the big ball at the end of their tail?
I think Stegosaur.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's one that has like that
I have
thick.
like a mace at the end.
Yeah,
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 yeah. I like a Tricer. I like a Triceratops or what a Triceratops.
yeah. Those are cool.
When I was a kid, I knew all about dinosaurs. Why do kids like dinosaurs so fucking much? And then one day you just don't care anymore. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Why it seems like kids is obsessed with
Yeah, you're
dinosaurs
right. It's like they.
and firemen and shit. And then when you get older, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Why
don't
is
know.
that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I mean, I guess that's just growing up. Like, I mean, because that is one of those things where I think to myself, like, sometimes you don't know like when's the last time you're gonna do something, right? Like now that I have I have a daughter and stuff like that, and this is something that maybe parents will think about, but it's like you don't know the last time you're gonna read your kid like a bedtime story type thing. Do you know what I mean? You don't know.
I
It
know.
just
I have a pretty good
all of
idea
a
of
sudden
that.
it's like that was it.
For me, I have a pretty good idea is of when I stop
Never.
doing that stuff.
It's never.
Nah, you don't want to start that one because you don't. Like I said, you gotta give them on heel expectation if they think you're gonna hit that stuff. So,
Yeah.
the little engine that should or whatever, and then
Is that right?
the what's some of the other one? Curious George,
The Curious
Curious
George is
George,
one.
George. Um,
I used to hold on, whoops. Make sure I'm linked up here.
Froggy and Child Easy Friends.
Oh, I used to love Frog and Toad Are
Yeah,
Friends. That was a good
I used
one.
to have also a Ant and B. There was an Ant and B, and there was Friend.
I don't know that. My favorite is Winnie the Pooh, though.
I used to love it Winnie the Pooh,
That's my
and
all-time
I was
favorite.
partial to. I love you Piglet, and I mean love Eeyore.
Okay. I was all about Pooh Bear.
Well, I
Because he
like his
just
Pooh Bear. Everybody love his Pooh Bear, but
I know,
also
but
I
like,
like
but
his
that's
Pooh
it
Bear.
because he was just all he just because he
He was a
just wanted
lover
to
boy.
like chill with his friends, have
Yeah,
some honey, kick it. You know what I mean? He
that's
wasn't
like me.
like
He
no
mind me.
pressure.
That's
See,
exactly my
Eeyore was too
style.
much of a bummer. Eeyore is too down.
No, he was cute though. Like if you have like a choice or whatever, like
Yeah,
your choice is very cute.
very cute,
And so
very
is
cute.
Piglet. Piglet is
Oh well,
adorable,
Piglet is my
Carolina.
second favorite. So Piglet was, yeah, like yeah. Oh, Santiago just sent a message. He said, almost in the hotel, so he's on his way, to his room.
Oh, I
Let's
can't
talk.
wait for the hotel lighting.
No, I know it's gonna be perfect, right?
He's
So that
gonna
was at
look.
8:59. He sent that, so he'll be here in just a couple,
Okay,
here.
hey, I'm just happy that he's even gonna do this in the midst of training.
Hey, yeah, right, because it is fight week. And yeah, so he's going to be fighting on Saturday, Alex Morono, and yeah, so that is going to be good. But yeah, just circling back to the telephone thing. Yeah, I think it's cool if we could like text and stuff on the plane.
Yeah,
So you could do that, but I still think they should have a no freaking phone call rule. Like,
Yeah,
I don't want
phone
to listen
calls.
because as it was yesterday on Sunday, this chick was coming in on the plane and she was boarding the plane and she's like,
Oh, I
okay,
can't
no, yeah, no,
stand it.
we had a great time. No, it was fat,
Oh,
shut
I
up, shut
cannot.
up.
I cannot fucking stand it. And the only thing that makes that fucking experience worse, which make me want to really kill somebody, is when they having that conversation, but then they having it
Speaker,
through speakerphone, and then why when they doing this they have to hold it like a cheese Danish. I want to smack that fucking thing out of the phone. It's so arrogant. It's like this, like I don't know. He I just want to. I want to break the hiss. I want to do a hiss lock like that. I want to go. Hey, can I borrow your phone? You caralho.
yeah, yeah. No, I hear you on that one.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Shut up. Turn your phone.
yeah. Or I swear I was on a flight to Vegas and the guy was watching like judge not judge was it it was Judge Judy, I think,
No,
or divorce court or something, but just with the volume playing out to all of us,
you got
you
it.
know what I
No, I
mean?
wouldn't. I wouldn't stand for that. Where was this in the plane?
Yes.
You can't stand for that. You have to tell them to stop.
Yeah, I didn't. I
It's
just
one stuff if the plane is still getting their shit together and everybody's boarding and you're getting,
right.
but during the flight, fuck that. There's no way. There's no way in hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's another stuff. You know what? It's one of my pet peeve, and a lot of people do this. I'm up Hunyon Canyon doing a hike, okay?
Mhm.
And for you guys out there, it's like one of these places that it's it's like nature. It's like one of the
Yeah,
places
it's
in
nice.
LA that
It's
you
a
can go
hiking
where it's
place.
like
Yeah.
you're in nature,
Right.
and it's a place to be quiet and to stay, to kind of get away from all the hustle bustle and be to your
Mhm.
thoughts and you. It's kind of a meditation to doing your stuff.
Exactly. Yep.
And then you got these fucking assholes who, instead of having this kind of setup, they have like a speaker that's blasting their shit. And 10 times out of 10, it's horrible shit anyway.
Right.
And even if it was good, I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm like, how selfish can you be? And if any of our listeners out there, he's not cute. No one thinks he's cool. No one's like, oh, that guy, yeah, he's chuff. Or nobody, everybody just goes, I can't wait till this guy leave, I gotta wait till this guy's gone so I can hear myself think again. Or I can maybe listen to my own music that I had the courtesy to put in my fucking headphones. So I don't gotta hear you newfangled hap that go, and
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
want to hear that.
I will say I have to and I always apologize, but I when I jump rope, it's really hard to
Caralho.
jump rope with headphones in. Like it's
Oh,
it's
caralho.
nearly impossible for them to stay in.
Yeah.
So I have a speaker that I put up. I mean, like the gym is not very big, and most of the time I'm in there alone anyway. But there have been times when people come in when I'm in there or something like that, or maybe they're on the treadmill with their headphones. But the thing is that the gym is actually wired. It has, like a speaker system that you could, on the wall with some iPad thing or whatever that, you can use. But so I bring my own little speaker and I Bluetooth my playlist to it, which essentially is no different really from just using the overhead built-in system.
Fair enough.
So,
In that
but I always
situation, I'll
tell
allow it.
people, yeah, I always tell people like, look, I'm sorry, but like it's really hard for me to jump with headphones in, and like
So
I
what I would do if I was you, it's probably gonna sound better if you just use the fucking system they got. I would just use that so there's never any, shit.
yeah, except I guess sometimes I like that it's just right in front of me that I can just turn it down.
Oh, well, la di da. You like that, huh? And we gotta listen
Okay,
to
so
you.
he's
Wow.
ready. Okay, so
Oh,
let's see.
caralho.
I sent the link to your IG.
Sanch Ponzinibbio.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Um uh so he'll be here and he said he's ready. So here, he'll just check it on his, he'll just get the link through there because it's hard for me to do it, to get the link to send it to him on WhatsApp. Like, I don't even know if I can do that.
Yeah, you can send stuff on WhatsApp now.
Well, can I send it to him through, like it says, I can do through, yeah, I can do it through, and I don't think I had his email. So he should get it off of his, he can get it through there. He'll figure it out. I believe in him.
I believe in that one too.
Yeah, because he already saw that okay. Oh, hit the.
What if he comes on bumping his own music or whatever? Oh, caralho.
Oh yeah,
Some
right.
Argentinian hip hop.
That would actually be pretty great.
But with the same, like, what's that shit? The voice box or whatever. What's that? What's that called again? Fuck.
What is that called?
Auto tune. But it's gonna be auto tune in Spanish or whatever. So yo soy.
Right. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, that's right. Okay, wait. I told him to hit the link, so he should be doing it any second now. And I love that you said Papa Noel too instead of just Father Christmas, right?
Yeah, that's the Papa Noel.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he just saw it, and he is going to be clicking on, and
He's gonna put a reggaeton on there.
Hey, yeah. Well, I was looking at going to Jamaica too. Speaking of reggaeton.
No, they don't want to hear that in
years.
Jamaica. They want to listen to reggae. Reggaeton
No,
is
I know.
for
I
the
like real
Latino.
reggae more, obviously.
Yeah. You like Hoots reggae.
Roots rock reggae.
Who's your reggae artist?
This reggae music. Dude, I had Bob Marley playing in the delivery room when I had my daughter. So
Oh God, okay. So beside fucking Bob Marley, because
I know that's kind of obvious.
even
right?
people who don't listen to reggae, it's like I like Bob Marley.
I know. You know, I remember I went to see. I took the Red Hot Chili Peppers to see Yellow Man.
Oh, see now, okay, you just gained a lot. Okay, fair enough. Touche. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Now we're cooking.
The gas.
That's some serious stuff.
Yeah, and I think I've seen like Burning Spear maybe, and
I like me some Burning Spear.
Yep.
How about Steel Pulse? They are a little different.
Steel Pulse I like a lot.
Steel Pulse, out of all of those guys, have like their own shit going on. You know what I mean? They
I
have
like them a lot.
They have a flavor that's different than everybody. How about any dub kind of stuffs, like or dance hall stuffs, you know?
That I don't know, like in terms of like name recognition. I don't have as much.
You know, like the Beanie Man, and
well,
like,
yeah, I like Beanie Man.
you know,
I guess,
Super
but I guess,
Catch.
yeah, Super Cat's great.
Yeah.
I'm a super cat. Are you
Yeah.
da right? Is that
Nardo
right?
Hanks.
Right. But yeah,
Cutty Hanks.
Yeah. Well,
Charm Hanks.
No,
I'm kidding.
you remember we talked about Shaba?
Well, I
Shaba
call
Ranks?
you know how Charm. Yeah, of course. You know how Charm Hanks have a son that tries to act Jamaican. You know about that?
Colin Hanks tries to act Jamaican.
No, he have another son, and like he's like the black sheep of the family. He like acts hard, and he talks in like Jamaican patois and shit. Are you kidding me? You don't know about this?
What are you talking about?
You don't know about this?
What are you talking about?
This is the thing that like must keep Charm Hanks up at night. This guy,
I've never heard this.
I can't think of his fucking name, but he's the brother of Colin, and he have Chachu. He's like the black sheep. He's like he act hard and stuff, and he's, I swear to God, he's speaking Jamaican patois or whatever. He speak like Creole Jamaican mushmouth, boha.
I don't know. I don't
Like he'll be on a head carpet and be like, "May I know one thing about that bun?" But like, yeah, no, I'm not.
Are you serious?
I please corroborate my story, you guys, in the
How have
comments.
I never heard of this?
But I'll tell you what my nickname for him is
Chet.
after. Yeah, that's a Chet Hanks. Okay, and you know what I call him?
I've heard of Chet.
I call him a Shaba Hanks.
Yeah.
What are you? And I can't believe nobody has ever thought of that in like I can't believe the New York Post hasn't put that like Shaba Hanks or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, anyways.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
You're
I'm
worried
not
about
quite
Ponzinibbio?
understanding why he's not able to hit the link. He's saying he can't.
So what I think is happening here is maybe he don't understand that. See, it used to be a situation where you could hit the link and it would just take you
Uh,
right there. For some
yeah.
reason, the past, like I don't know how long, when you've sent it to me, it makes you press the link and then it makes you open it up. It makes you do a
Oh,
separate
it's
fucking,
Safari. Hold on, let me
yeah,
just ask him what's
Safari.
your email. I'll just send him the email link.
Oh God, are you?
Sorry. Sorry, folks. Hey, this is
Listen,
live.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you're doing that stuff.
Yes, great idea,
Entertain
Renato.
these people.
Great idea.
Don't die while I'm gone. Don't kill yourselves out there in TV land. Okay?
Oh no, they'll
I'll be
hang in there,
back.
and I just got to make sure that I don't
Oh wait, I gotta check
say
out
his
the
name
thing.
out loud as I'm doing it. Right? Could you imagine? Giving out his email. And actually, this is funny that part of his name is actually, oh, that's very funny. Okay. Okay, let me just tell him okay. It'll say so yeah, he'll be here in a second. Sorry about that, you guys. But anyway, if you are just nice shot of him, not this place. If you are just joining us, yeah. So we talked all about Wonderboy's fight against Kevin Holland and a bunch of the fights on the main card from that event. We got into the people talking about being the rat czar in New York, talking about some superstitions, talking about the Brazilian guy who dug a hole from his prison cell right into the guards room. So that's kind of crazy. So anyway, we talked about a lot of stuff already on the show, and I wanted to get into some World Cup stuff too. And I'm wondering if Santiago has been watching, because I would imagine that he has been. Yeah, so because Argentina, I was watching them play, and I forget who they lost to, but that was a little bit of a bummer. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully that will work for him. Hopefully that can work. Let's see. I'm sorry. This is riveting. This is riveting entertainment while I sit here and wait and see if somebody knows how to can get their thing to log on. So hopefully they can. Because we have so much fun when I work with him. I see him at work all the time. He calls the fights in for Deportes, and I always get I'm just always like to see him at work and everything. And he's fighting this weekend. He was supposed to be fighting Robbie Lawler. All of a sudden, has a short notice change of opponent, and is going to be fighting Alex Morono instead. So let's see. Any I'm sorry. I guess he I didn't know he maybe Renato, he's still not here. Oh wait, I can't hear you. I guess he must have just not had Safari. I thought you could do it on another
Can you hear
because
that one?
I use Chrome. That's weird that his says he needs Safari because I'm on Chrome.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
I'm use Safari.
You do?
Safari.
That's weird. I use Chrome.
So what? And the thing it says,
Well,
it always says,
he said his thing made
put
him
it to
when he was trying to
Safari.
do it from his phone. It said he had to use Safari. Let's see if that sucks. We've never had an issue like that.
Say again?
I said, we've never had an issue. I've never had anybody that couldn't log on. But you know what? The place that we use, they did change it. What?
Now how's your mouth look on you? Is now, ever since I left and turned my headphone or whatever, it's like a dub movie. You're dubbed. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like shit is synced.
Not for me.
Is it
Everything
like
looks
that?
perfect.
It's probably perfect for the other people too.
It's
The fuck
all
happened?
perfect. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, Ponzinibbio, listen, I know it's intimidating to see you, Uncle Ponzinibbio. If you can see me right now, I can't hear me. I know it's intimidating, but I'm a lot sweeter than I may look.
No, well, Shiger Dark is saying it's gaucho time, that it's a real thing. No, that we look great. No, I just think, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just letting him know he's got to, I guess maybe he just needs to download the Safari, which is, I'm sorry, this was supposed to be easy. I feel bad. Oh, he's writing. I feel bad because he is training and everything and he's fighting on Saturday.
And then he's saying something. He feels bad doing this to us.
So stay tuned. He's saying he's trying.
We try harder for her, God.
I know. He's trying. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a tech savvy person, so I would probably be very flustered if this were me. Like, well, if I was supposed to be a guest on a show or something like that and I was running late and my tech wasn't working, I would have like flop sweats. I would get so upset because I don't like dealing with tech stuff. And like, I don't like the fact that I can't just speak to it and ask it to do the thing for me.
Listen, I never seem to have problems like that. I'm tech savvy. I'm a little bit of a computer whiz or whatever, you know.
Are you really?
Just to bypass the mainframe and hunt exotic interference,
through the left-handed defunctor.
See, well, I'm gonna go out and come back because I want to see you. I can't.
Why?
Stand...
They say we look perfect. Everybody, you look perfect to me. I don't know what you're seeing.
You have. I'm perfect.
Like, you're perfect.
But then when you talk, you go perfect.
And I don't know. It's weird, but you're perfect on my end, and I'm the one recording it. So I think it's probably okay.
I think maybe no. I'm sure it's okay. It have to do with something having to do with my feet. But I feel like if I go and came back, if I just.
Oh, that's so weird that it's telling him. He's not creating one. This is the weirdest thing. See, join. Because he's not, yeah, I'm the one starting the thing. If you're watching this too, there should be a button to say join it, not create a live stream. He should be joining it. Let me see if I can't send this to his phone though. Dang it. This is really frustrating me that I can't just WhatsApp it to him. I don't know how to do that. And I don't think I can get actually, maybe I could do this. Yeah, actually I can't do this. Well, but, oh, okay. And now Hanato's gone too. This is so weird. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize. I really apologize. No, it's not why we need a producer. It's just because it's not Santiago's end. This is not on my end. So I guess that'd be like saying I have enough money to send a producer out to Vegas to log in for some of our guests. Like, I can't do that. Sorry, bro. This is a free show on YouTube. So yeah, it's just a login issue that we've never had before. And hopefully we can figure it out. That is just bizarre. I've never, ever, ever, ever had this issue before. I don't understand it here. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Oh, I think he just said he got in now. I think he said he just got in. I don't now I'm about to get the flop sweats because like I don't understand. Like, talk to the people, please. I'm like just really starting to stress out. Okay, he's not even here. Sorry, I'm starting to stress out.
it's not working for him, and I don't understand.
What does he say? Let me talk you through
He's
this.
saying he has no other. He's saying like it's weird. The link is saying that it's sending to him to create a live stream, and he's not seeing a thing that says he can join.
Maybe he
Like,
don't have
that's
an
not-
account or something. Is that? Do he need
No,
an
you don't
account?
need an account. You just hit the
Um,
link that I send. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like it's not. It just like from his phone. He just. I don't.
Did he copy the link?
All right, I'm gonna try to send him the link again here. This is like really, I just like, yeah, I'm like literally gonna start to cry in a second here because this stresses me out so bad.
Oh wow,
I'm
so bad.
literally,
You should
like,
have thought about that, Conor. I'm only kidding. Okay, let me entertain the folks. Oh, my mammy, Senator Swanee Heather, huh?
I need a refill on my wine.
Listen.
Oh, yay!
Oh, God, are you?
Look who's
Okay.
here!
So, I take.
It's a
Hi,
Saint
Santiago.
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 I know you're a saint though right now because we thought we didn't have you, so it's a
I
miracle.
was getting
No,
so
I'm pissed
sad.
off. I tried about Instagram in the mail, but for the WhatsApp, the link you sent me is working. Okay,
Oh, perfect.
go
All right,
talk.
perfect.
let's go talking. We use the time.
Yes,
Oh, I'm
well,
so excited because I mean I thought that
we
I
need
was
more
gonna have.
light, though. More light on your face.
Light.
Yeah.
Yes. We can't. The ladies, everybody wants to see you. Come on.
The-
The Latin lover is here.
Vamos, vamos. Let me see. There's no more lights in the room. I'm gonna take this one. Wait.
All
Yeah,
right.
the training right now. I finished my training.
Nice.
Okay. Here better. I got my hair.
Perfect. Nice. So, okay. So, and I'm sure the camera will settle here in a second. So, you obviously, have you guys met before, Renato?
We never met. We have a lot of friends in common. You know, Pedro Munoz.
Okay.
We have Victor Davila.
Yeah. That's good, man.
So I know some stuff about Santiago.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, Santiago. That's what I said, Poha. We're so happy. I thought
No es Santiago, es Santiago.
Santiago.
Okay.
Santiago. I thought I was gonna have to compete with you because you're always looking like a Latin lover. You have the nice shirts and stuff like that, and you try to steal some ladies from your uncle
I
Renan.
know. I look at that, man. I finished my training. I not take the tape. I not take a shower. I run in to try to do the interview.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. So how stressed out are you about, or was it stressful at all to not have Robbie and all of a sudden get a new opponent?
Yeah. It's too much stress, I prepare for months for this fight, mentally and physically, and in the last minute everything changed. But I know my mind is strong. I passed so many shit in my life, too many crazy things, and all these crazy things that I pass in my journey, make me, my mind is strong, Listen, they put somebody to me, punch in the face and make my money. I'm happy, Change a little the game. The other guy are Sapo, this guy are Orthodox, and but this is still a striker. Still is a good fight, He coming well. 8 victories in last 10 fights, 4 victories in a row. And this is the kind of challenge that I want, I know I'm one of the best fighters in the world. My last 2 fights are a split decision. I think I won both. If they give me the fight, I 10-1 in my last 11 fight. If they'll give me, I know who I am. Sometimes ranking, sometimes decision. Not help to the person, but repeat. I know who I am. And listen, I'm more than ready. I don't care if change the body stay in front of me. The goal are the same. Skill this guy. Take my money. I'm still, back to the top of the division.
I love it.
Beautiful. And you're no stranger to, I mean, boy, you have knocked out some of the guys that is very hard to knock out, I mean, I remember Gunnar Nelson. I mean, at that time, that guy seemed like there was like a mystique about that guy. And when you knocked that guy out, I was like, oh, caralho.
Right. No,
Yeah.
no, a lot of people thinking they're gonna lose that fight. That's tough fight. He coming in very good moment, and he's very competitive guy. I think, to be honest, I think after this fight he changed a little bit. But in that time,
Yeah.
he man, the people side, the people talking. I remember after the victory over me, he gonna go to the bell or one more fight. But there's a lot of expectation about him. Um, you know, the same what I told you, already. When they offer me the fight, I say, of course, I go there, and I go there, and I beat this guy. You know why? For I passed so many things in my life. So many things, ups and downs, crazy things. Always, the
Yeah.
first day they want to start with this shit. I from Argentina, and nobody knows about MMA. I train, I just myself. Vale tudo. I go to Brazil, live in the street, no money. It's a crazy, crazy journey. And man, you know, I am
You.
fighter. I am natural killer. I'm
Yeah.
natural fighter. This is what I love. I go to the cage, I fight with somebody they put in front.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing because you know how to adapt. Because if I look at your resume, you fought every different type of fighter you can imagine. You know what I mean? I mean, how many different types? The styles is so different. Think of like a Magni and Gunnar and fucking and then sluggers. You have it like what Thiago Silva. You have all these different kind of guys
All right.
who is good at all
I'm
kind of crazy stuff.
always taking guys that come in victories. Always.
Mhm.
I take Sakami when he coming winning a couple fights in a row. I take Tale when he coming over knockout Eric Silva. I take Gunnar when I think he's winning a streak. I take my Perry when he coming winning after the fight he start to change.
Mhm.
Magni coming winning. Always. My last fight Michel Pereira. Big
Yeah.
role Baez under feet. Always
Yeah.
take. Never they give me easy fight or the guys that maybe not in the best moment. I
Yeah.
think in the first fight in my career, they're gonna take somebody maybe it's not the prime. Or this fight, Robbie, big name, but maybe he's not the prime. But they put me other guy that's coming well. 8 victories in
Mhm.
10 fight, 4 victories in a row. I always take tough challenge, but I like that. For I can prove, who I am for the world. I fight for the best guys in the world and always make a war and always make a funny fight. And this is what I do.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
I
must
was.
love you. Oh
Oh, I'm
God,
sure. No,
they
I'm
must
sure
love you
they.
in Argentina. Now, I mean, you must. I mean, they must really be proud. You don't have a lot of guys represent in MMA for Argentina.
Mhm.
No, I love that. I have a lot of support from Argentina. This I'm the first guy that coming from Argentina to UFC, and I'm I heard to grow in the MMA there, and now it's coming more people. Now we are six in UFC, and and I think they're still growing, and I'm happy, with this everything that happens, yeah. I living from Argentina 16 years ago, to try
Wow.
to doing my dreams come true, But I'm 100% Argentinian, I have culture in my blood, I drink mate every day. I love,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
play soccer every week. All my friends are from Argentina. I do Argentina barbecue, That's my
Oh yeah.
culture. And also I wish go more to Argentina to stay more in contact. But I'm so busy. I
Uh-huh.
work a lot in the
Yeah.
TV now, I'm calling
Right.
the fights. And but I know that one day I gonna back to my country and I gonna solve everything that I doing during these years.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
country, but fighting for my people, represent my
Yeah.
flag, represent my culture, and I
You know
represent
what
it.
I love is
Yeah.
the guava paste and cheese together. Oh, so good.
The
Yeah,
So
gua
good.
the
So
guajava.
good. Yeah, I have an Argentinian friend and she served that one time and I was like lost my mind. It was delicious. But
yeah.
yeah, it's I was at that Pereira fight. I thought you won. I was sitting right there, at the apex, and it was amazing to be that close to you, like throwing down, because it is crazy because I see you at work, and you're like suited and booted. For those who don't know, if you haven't ever paid attention to what this guy wears at work, like, yeah, he is like always dressed really, really, really sharp. And you're talking about going to Argentina, but do you go to like Aruba or something like that? Do you have like a vacation spot that you go to all the time? Because I feel like I see a bunch of pictures of you on the beach all the time.
Yeah, but I live in the beach. I like the beach. I go to Aruba. I go to Mexico. They are close, to Miami. I am stay full time in Miami, and when I have short time, I go to this place. For this place is Mexico is an hour and 50 minutes from Miami. It's very short. I go to Vegas almost every weekend, so 5 hours and a half to go in there. That's tough. But yeah, I go to some place to the beach, but also Miami. We have beach there. I like the beach. I like the yeah.
Yeah.
Now I noticed that you're kind of like a Latin lover. You have it. You keep the stubble and stuff, and you like to wear the finest stuff. Some Chinese come from the other guys on the American broadcast. You take it from the home now.
The what?
The guys in the Felder and stuff. You have access to the clothings now.
The clothings?
Yeah, you know
because-
how in the dressing rooms, like are at work, how the dressing rooms right there, you could, with Paul, like all the guys' clothes are in the same room.
Right.
You can use sometimes that one now.
Yeah, I take but the cinco here is too big,
I
sometimes.
know. And so I'm have to compete with you now because you have all these clothes you can steal from these fucking guys now.
I have Mark Russell. Mike Russell dressed me very well, always. Give me good.
I can see that. And then
in the fight, he gave me a great suit. And also I have a great suit for the fight too.
Oh, for like when you're like your arrivals on like the press conference and stuff.
Good things.
But see, I'm competing with you because I see on your Instagram you're there singing songs with the guitar and stuff like that. So the women is flocked to you, the Argentinian women and all the ones from Mexico and stuff like that.
I love music. I like music.
I bet the ladies love that music too.
This is what I'm saying. I bet there's a woman in Mexico, one in Aruba, a couple few in Miami. I bet you are popular.
What? He plead the fifth. You can't get in trouble. He can't say that stuff.
We need to enjoy the life. Yeah.
You see, he knows. He knows what's going on. I like that. You don't say nothing. The game is to be sold, not chawed.
Yeah. Hey,
but
so did you?
Well, hold on. The guitar. I don't play the guitar, but if the girls come over, I was pretty good back in the day with the tambourine. So
the guitar.
yeah, they sit there. I play the tambourine. Oh, caralho, like that.
The music.
So that's my gift.
So what are you after the fight? You have to, I'm not sure how quickly you're going to be working again. Are you going to go back to the islands for Christmas? Like, are you going to be able to go home to Buenos Aires over the Christmas break? Is that something that you can go and do or no?
No, I working on the 17th on the next card. I work in the last card. Last Saturday I call in the fights. I stay for 5 weeks, and next weekend I working again in the 17th. And no, I don't go to Argentina for the Christmas. I'm gonna stay in Miami. I need to do some things, and maybe later, in January, I go to Brazil to call the fight, and we will see maybe there. We no, not yet.
So, what did you think of Wonderboy versus Kevin?
That was a great fight. I think the styles, the people make the great fights, right? And I think the Kevin Holland put the style that Thompson need to show all his talent in striking. He's a very talented guy, and he showed that one more time. But this always is about the style the matching. For if you put other guy, maybe Thompson can, the last fight, maybe the other fight, he can do nothing. But this fight is perfect matchup for him, and he looking sharp. He looking great, good kicks. I really enjoy the fight. I call the fight. I really enjoy.
Yeah, me too.
That's good, man. That's good. Good work.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have been fun to call.
Yeah, very fun. Very, very, very fun fight. This is what I think the styles make the great fights. I think the style the Holland is perfect for Thompson, and Thompson doing great.
Nice. So, hey, so what do you, I don't even know this. What do you do outside of fighting for fun? Like, whether do you play soccer? Cause you know, the World Cup obviously is going on. I don't know if you were, or football, you know, if you were watching, I would imagine, obviously you were watching, and I'm just curious what you're thinking of World Cup and if you play football as well.
No, I watching the World Cup. I love our soccer. You know, in Argentina, we are very passionate about soccer. I play soccer. I like to do. I play paddle. That's similar to tennis. In Argentina, it's very popular too. I like to play paddle, and I like to play music. I have some friends. We have a band. You know, and
Oh, you have a band?
yeah.
What kind of music you play on that one?
We got a lot of things. You know, we do a lot of covers. You know, there's rock. You know, we do. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Where do you play?
I am the bad one, guys, and I don't know. They don't do nothing for me. I don't know why.
He's like the Johnny Depp, you know what I mean? Or like one of these guys, the stars that's in the fucking band.
Right. The Vegas, the Hollywood vampires or whatever. Yeah.
The band sounds amazing, and I enjoy that, and I enjoy a lot of staying in the nature. You know, everything things is outside in the nature. I enjoy a lot. You know, and this is what I do in my free time. You know, I go to the beach, bicycle, walking, camping. You know, they make me happy.
So no implants, no nothing, always natural you prefer?
No, sometimes it's good too.
Oh yeah, but not on not the backside one.
Better. Always natural are better.
Yeah, easy bad on that one.
Thank you. Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen to that.
Oh God, yeah. And you're gonna give what you giving Pedro Munoz this year for Christmas, because he said that you're a little bit. He tried to tell me. Now I disagree with this, but he tried to say that you're like Ebenezer Scrooge from because he said when you go to lunch, sometimes you forgot your wallet in your other pants or whatever. Oh God, yeah.
The Brazilian things. No, I'm from Argentina. We know how the shit.
So he said that you mão de vaca. He said that you huh?
Can you sit a little closer, Santiago? You're like
Sure.
far away.
Me?
Yeah. The phone is so far away. You got small.
Too small?
Yeah. Bring the phone closer.
There you are.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no,
Are you gonna give him anything for Christmas now?
The what?
That he said that stuff's about you?
Pedro.
A little Punisher.
Pedro Munoz?
Yeah, because he said that you're like Scrooge, that you don't give no presents and stuff.
No present I no give. I'm gonna give a present for Pedro.
You're gonna give him a cascudo.
Caralho.
That sounded so good the way you just said that. It's like I got a little present for Pedro.
I got a present for that little fucking guy. He's probably listening to.
He's one.
What happened?
I need the respect.
Yeah, he better watch out.
Yeah, he's my friend. I love Pedro.
No, me too.
Pedro's been on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. We love Pedro Munoz.
Yeah.
And also Victor Davila. I've known Victor for many, many, many years.
Yeah.
You know?
Really cool guy. Working for him long years in the TV. Yeah, we have. We're working very good together. We enjoy. That's good.
Yeah.
And sometimes you work with Chito.
Chito, I working sometimes.
Yeah. We love him. He's been on the show too.
Yeah. Chito is a character. Chito is a funny guy, porra.
Yeah. Very funny. That's a very cool guy. Brandon too. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Brandon. Although I feel bad for Brandon because now didn't he just recently move to James's gym and now he's got to move somewhere else?
Yeah.
Oh.
I talking about him about that. I saw in the PI 2 days ago. But the good thing is he told me they already have the strategy for the fight, and also they give time. You know, he have time to prepare. You know, I think it's worse when you almost in the fight and they told you he can go with you and he can stay with you last days. Maybe it's more pressure, more confused for the fighter. But when you have time to prepare, I think it's okay. You know, he have a strong mind. I talking with him and he say no problem. We have the strategy for the fight and we have time to prepare. And that's good.
Yeah, but what about for future fights though? You know.
Now he's gonna have to find a new gym.
to find. They need to see what's happened. Nobody knows what's happening with this guy. The things, I don't know very well about the situation.
Me neither. Because I know James. He's a nice guy. I always liked the guy.
I
Huh?
know too, in the sport,
Yeah.
and very, very nice guy, but I don't
Yeah.
know the situation. This is what I try to say. I don't know
Me too.
what situation to always I talking about something. I like to know what I talking. If
Me
not,
too. Me too. Of course.
I don't know what is exactly happening. I'm not gonna say
Sure.
nothing,
Yeah.
but I know that he's a very cool guy. I know he's doing
Yeah.
Yeah.
job with coaching, almost coaching every week, and I saw the UFC, and I wish to he can, resolve the situation to back to work. It's tough for us. When we live in this shit. Training every day, watching fights, training people. And this is your world. And when they take off that, they cut your legs. That's tough. That's what they happen with me when that I'm sick and I can training, and I'm, that's difficult. But I wish they're gonna be good with him.
Yeah. Me
Yeah, I
too.
hope-
Me too.
I hope everything is good with them, and that was just so unfortunate that like you said,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
wish
know
it
why-
happened to a shitty guy,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I hope everything gets resolved, and I hope it, isn't bad because I always also like James a lot.
Yeah, and it seemed like he was finding his whole second life as a coach
Yeah,
and all
as
this
a coach,
stuff. So I
exactly.
was happy for him. I'm like, fuck. Boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's tough. Man. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. But it is his fight week, Renato. So
Yeah.
we should let him go. I totally appreciate it, and I'm so sorry about the login issues. I wish I had known it was going to be that tricky for you. It's never happened before, so now I know. I guess in moving forward to people, let's see if I can try to test it out with them beforehand. So thank you for keeping
God, it's my
up and your attempts at logging in, because we really wanted to make sure that we got you on, and I was starting to get really bummed out.
We did.
So.
We did. It's okay. We did. And
Yeah.
we talking with
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Awesome.
We appreciate you because sometimes people in these situations gonna cancel or whatever. So we know how hard it is to you're training, you're tired. We know, and we'd like to have you on in the future sometime when you can just relax, and play some guitar.
I told for her. If for her, I gonna do. It's no problem.
Oh, caralho. What about for your uncle Hanach, huh?
Too. Now too.
I laid down the framework for all good-looking fighters, and now know his fact. Oh wow.
Have you wish. Okay, well, wishing you the best of luck. We know it's going to be a great fight. You always deliver. You've never been in a boring fight. Like that's the thing is everybody knows when they see your name on a card that there's definitely a fight of the night contender, or you're someone's a performance bonus guy. You know what I mean? It's like that's the guy you are. You always show up.
A true fighter. A true fighter. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I'm prepared, to make a great fight, and this is what I'm gonna do on Saturday 10. Let's go for one more.
All right. Nice.
Okay, my brother.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Santiago, and we'll see you on Saturday night doing your thing.
Let's go. Let's go dancing Saturday. Okay, guys.
Valeu, fera. Valeu.
Ciao.
Valeu, porra.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Oh.
Well, hey, listen. It was short. It was short and sweet.
Yeah, because I gotta respect the fighter. I gotta respect.
Of course, of course. I felt bad. The whole time I kind of felt bad also to bust his chops or whatever, because I'm like, this fucking guy is probably deprived of nutrition, and he's probably tired, and he's in this fucking hotel room, and I'm sitting here ready to like bust chops. And then I thought, you know what? Leave this fucking guy alone.
I know.
I was taking the mustard off of that shit. But, oh, God,
because I was like, I want, because you get into like, remember the time at work when you such and such, it's like, it's like, yeah, man.
Trust me, but look, just the fact that he came, in the midst of the confusion and the battle and stuff like that is much appreciated. Because we know some other fucking people have canceled last minute under a lot less fucking strenuous circumstance or whatever.
100%.
But I'll tell you what was refreshing is that, unlike the fight, which I'm sure is going to be a barn burner, the fight of attractiveness and manliness and just what you call that certain je ne sais quoi, whatever. I feel like your Uncle Hanach was checking candies from a baby because he was dressed like Eminem from H Mile or whatever, you know. So I didn't even had to bring out my best stuffs, you know. I didn't even had to, you know, it was a waste of cologne, you know,
Gotcha.
to have him on there looking like that
Gotcha.
against a opponent like your Uncle Hanach.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you
I mean,
fucking know it, Joe.
you look good though. I mean,
See, you can't even stop this one.
did you have, was there a lady love over earlier? Was there somebody getting treated to that in person?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, when was the fight?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, you said you were watching with a lady love. Well, not a lady
Yeah.
love, but a lady.
The beard was
I hope
tickled
she's a
that.
lady, maybe not.
Oh God, yeah. Why you hope though? Oh, God.
No, yeah, that's right.
My
A
my
lady in the
be-
streets put a freak in the bed.
What about a lady in the streets? A man in the streets? No, I'm kidding. No, but I'm kidding.
Not for you. I'm saying not for you. I don't think that's your type.
But she was felt the whiskers on the inner thighs, Karyn. I was speaking in tongues for her. Oh, God. And then I was using sign language at the same time. What is the sign language for this one?
I can't even look.
I mean, what that one means in sign
I
language?
can't even look at you do that. I
It-
think it's come here.
Wait, say?
Come here.
Oh, come here. Come here.
Come here. Yeah.
Came here.
I have such a ratchet sense of humor. It's bad.
What's sign language for sit on my face, for her? With your fat cheeks. Huh.
Speaking of comedians, I believe today was Stephen Wright's birthday because he was trending on Twitter, and I was like, "Oh no,
Is he
please
still
don't
alive?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Okay.
Please don't let him be dead
I mean, he's looked half dead for I don't know how fucking
for
long.
half his life.
No, you
So-
know who I. Oh wait, real quick, save that thought. You know who I get him fucked up with, and
Who?
why I think he died. Why I always mistake that one, even though they don't look exactly the same or nothing. You remember that actor that was like the guy, like the homeless guy in Ghost?
Mm.
You know that guy who looked tired, and he's like,
Oh wait,
he was also the teacher in
the
fucking
teacher
Fast
in
Times,
Fast Times at Richmond
who
High,
was
yeah.
like, I just switched to Sanka, so have a
Yes,
heart
and
or
he's
whatever.
got the big
Yeah.
bags under his eyes. Yeah.
So like that guy died, and then so I always think because of that Stephen Hyde died, but he because I
Okay,
confuse
I
those
see where you're
fucking
going
guys.
with that. I see
Anyway,
the
go ahead. Sorry,
Richmond
go ahead.
High bagness. Yes, I can see. I could see that. But anyway, I guess it was his birthday, and I always found him to be hilarious.
Oh yeah, that deadpan shit. I like that. It's
So
dry.
deadpan, and like he like God. So people were just quoting a bunch of them on Twitter and stuff like that, and I was cracking up because his one-liners are so fun. He was so dry and just so funny. Mm.
Yeah, he's great. I like that guy. I always think of also Reservoir Dogs because he did the voice. He's the
Yes, on the
DJ
radio
voice.
station.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah,
on the radio station.
yeah. The
Where he's like,
Bohemian.
yeah, Bohemian.
Yeah, the
Right.
Big Daddy Bohemes. Yeah,
Bohemian.
monster truck. The Bohemian. The Bohemian. Yeah,
Right,
I
it is so
like
good.
that stuff.
Oh,
Um,
right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I love Reservoir Dogs. I saw that one 3 times in the
What a
theater. I know we
fucking
talked about
movie.
it before, but that is in the canon for me. Like that is literally, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, so it's a special
Come
one.
on with Reservoir Dogs. You know what? Literally the other day, for some reason, it popped into my head. The Chris Payne Scott. You mean the guy who did 5 years? You know
Oh,
what
Chris
I mean?
Penn. Yeah. When he's like,
Daddy,
yeah,
you know, all of a sudden, out of the
Yeah.
effing blue,
yeah.
decides, you know, I
He
was
goes,
like,
out of the
oh.
fucking blue, out of the fucking blue. Yeah.
Because my favorite line from him though there is like, okay, but you know, with the Stones, someone who's
Yeah,
got
well, can someone tell me a little,
Somebody
can
got
someone tell me
somebody got
little
that.
who's got stuff? Somebody still got. What about it? Looks like Sam's hot car lot out there.
Sam's hot Carlotta, and he's got the big brick phone with the daddy's gonna be coming down and he's gonna be effing pissed.
Yeah, and he's gonna be pissed. That fuck, and then like he's wearing that jumpsuit or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, with the
he's too good in
I
that. That's
think
one of the
gone,
best
talk about
character.
Gone Too Soon too. I loved him. I was such
He
a
was
fan.
great.
Awesome.
He was great in everything.
He really
Yeah,
was. He always was. I was such a fan. Reservoir Dogs is so effing good.
a
Oh my
special one.
god. Oh my god. Yeah, it really was. All right. Well, we did touch on it a little bit, but have you been watching the World Cup?
I have not had a chance. I just keep up with the stuffs like the new, the sports news and stuff like that.
It's been very entertaining. I watched today when I got home from dropping the kid. I was watching. That was the Morocco game that went to the shootout with Spain.
You just watch that for the men, the Moroccan men.
And the Spaniards. Are you kidding me? It's like
You watch it the way I watch volleyball.
Why do you think I watch the World Cup in general, Renato? You finally figured it out. I did used to play soccer when I was growing up, and I was good at it. I used to play like fullback, and then I actually was a keeper for a while.
You're not a keeper no more, Cara. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Cara. Come on. I gotta say some stuff. Henny Young.
That's funny. I'll give you that one. That was
check
funny.
my wife, please.
Please, okay. But yeah, no, that was funny. But so I like the game. I do enjoy watching the game of soccer.
But that's not why you watch.
I wanted to go to a game while I was over in London or Paris, but I just never
listen.
That. But
I like the game of volleyball, but I'm not watching it for the.
But that's right,
game.
Not right. But no,
I'm
so
watching
I
for those.
Scope out the talent on the field.
For those co-eds for college co-ed.
No, I'm not the volleyball. That is, the volleyball is all about the sex.
I like those ones.
I'm sure you do. Who doesn't?
And they get pumped up and stuff.
And smacking each other on the butt.
And then they go, and then they get all like, yeah, whatever. And I go, oh, God, yeah, you do it. You challenge. And that sand volleyball or whatever. I mean, the beach
volleyball
one.
in their teeny tiny bikinis.
Oof, the body on that ones.
Which is actually like the most useless item to be wearing. Like a biker short type things would be the most things, because you don't want sand up in your stuff. Like it'd be so much better because with more coverage.
I like when they have to put like the thumb in there to like fix the bikini, and then they do the fucking serve. Oh God, I love that stuff.
Of course you do. Do you watch the diving and stuff too?
Not so much the diving.
No.
Okay. Not so much the diving. The gymnast. Oh yeah. Oh, the gymnast.
Really, I watch the gymnasts. I watch the diving. I think diving is cool. I think
the men. I could see the men being more
not the
of
men.
a draw.
I actually mean watching the girl divers. I think I just think in general watching diving is cool.
I can't even imagine. I mean, remember the last time I watched a female divings.
Oh,
I prefer the fucking volleyball and tennis. And I don't even watch no tennis. And then I can watch female tennis all the time.
It's awesome.
There's something about the sound of the ball too, and then they go, and they go, huh. They do like ki and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh God.
It's nice.
And sometimes I can swear, if you just listen to the high thing, it sounds like they're going like, hutch. They're like, oh, hutch. Hey, it's going to come. I'm going to come.
Wow. I don't think I've ever heard that, but I play a lot of tennis, but maybe I'm wrong. I actually got to play down in Florida. It was nice.
Great. What were you wearing?
My sort of capri length sports pants and the sports bra.
I want to see the one that looked like a white. It's like look like a Catholic school girls, but it's white.
Oh, those.
That's what you're wearing next time. Okay. And I want you to be wearing those little socks that have a little pom poms on the back.
Oh, on the back.
That's what you're wearing
I remember my mom had those.
Your mom gonna have them again if you're not careful.
So, is there anything you want to get to before we wrap up here?
Yeah, your
3-hour mark.
I want to get to your cheeks before we wrap up. I want to unwrap. What if you gave to me or no? How about this? In lieu of a present, why don't you like bundle up some wrapping paper on your cheeks, and at the end of the episode, the Christmas spectacular or whatever, You just chair the one and show us the cheeks, and I'll consider that a present. You know, like giving something to charity or instead of a gift or whatever. It's like that. It's for the people. No,
Okay, that's an idea. That's an idea.
I'm only trying
What
to
do I
help.
get?
Nothing. You get the joy of giving or whatever. It's better to give than to receive. It's true. The joy from that last a
I'm sure
lifetime.
that's what you tell them all the time.
I You gotta tell them something, boy. You gotta let them down easy.
You gotta,
Not this year.
you gotta reciprocate.
Not this year. Next year. Yeah, next year, kids. Sanch. Sanch didn't make it this year. God bless. But you always gotta blame it on the kid. You gotta say it was because of something they did. And then also, if you divorce, always don't say, "Hey, your dad was cheating on your mom." Whatever. Say, "Listen, kids. Had you had act better, maybe there's a chance." But since that, forget it.
You blew it.
Yeah, you blew it. I gave you a chance and you blew it. Hands tied now. I gave you a chance. Hands tied now. Oh, that's what he does. He goes, hands tied now. And he's eating a fucking sandwich or something like that. You blew it.
You blew
I gave you a chance and you blew it.
Oh God, oh God. All
Yeah,
right. Well,
woman.
hey, listen. It is.
That's a
Um,
fucking good one too, by the
it
way.
is. Yeah.
He visited that one after a long fucking time of not
Really?
seeing that one. And I was
Dude,
like, yeah, that was a nice little
who
movie.
else is in the?
Hey Liotta is a great character in there.
Right, right,
Hey
right.
Liotta, you got the guy who played the Terminator, the T 2000 or
Oh yeah,
T 1000.
Robert. Robert.
No, not Patrick. Yeah, wait,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. It is Robert Patrick. That is his
Oh,
name.
okay. Also,
His
there's
brother
Jason
is
Patrick. And
the guy in Filter, the band Filter, who I actually have hung out with and
no
or like
shit, I didn't know that.
yeah. So you know that
Um,
song like "Take Me." There go my plane, there
no,
goes my-"
that's Eddie Money.
No,
He
that
goes,
Filter song.
check me home tonight. I don't wanna let you.
No,
Yeah,
but yeah, Filters. They're the guitar player in Filters' brother is the actor in Terminator T2,
I
Robert
wish it
Patrick.
was. I wish it was Eddie Money instead. And he go, I feel the hunger. There's a hunger. It ain't safe to watch the city tonight.
Dude, Two
Check.
Tickets to Paradise. Awesome.
Well, what's the other one that he did? God, fuck. The
There was
early.
one like ballady, like wasn't there like a mid
What's
like a
the
mid
one that I love?
Two Tickets to Paradise is my favorite
Now,
Eddie
of
Money song.
course, I can't think of it.
Oh, I
That's
can
a
look
good
it.
one, but the one that I like is always Check Me Home Tonight and this other one, and now I
Well,
can't
all
fucking
right.
think of
Well, let
it.
me look.
Wait, what?
Let me look.
Yeah, you gotta.
All
Because
right.
it's gonna
Okay.
kill me.
Eddie Money, not Eddie Rabbit, right? But Eddie Rabbit, I love a rainy night.
Oh shit, that's what he
Yeah.
did.
Do you remember that?
I do remember the song, but I didn't know who the fuck sang.
Yeah. Hey, what movie? Isn't there a movie where Eddie Money was playing and he was pretending he was an impersonator, but it was really him? Do you
I
remember
don't
he
know,
said,
but if
yeah.
so, I'm seeing that shit after we're done with this.
If somebody knows this, I feel it. Oh, maybe was it what do you call it? I Hate You, Sarah Marshall. For some reason, why am I thinking it was that? But
I
I'm
hate
pretty
you,
sure it's
Sarah.
Eddie Money, where the guy goes in and then he sees him in a bar and he's playing, and then he's talking to him and he's like, "Wow, you're like a really good impersonator." He's like, "I'm not an impersonator. I'm really him. It's just that like I can make more. I had to get it. I had like tax problems or something, so I
Would
couldn't
it be
perform to myself
like
anymore."
writing some shit like that? It's like something
I
that would
don't know.
happen in that movie. Wait, so what's the fucking song?
Okay, here I'm
Hit.
looking. I'm looking. I'm looking.
It
Okay,
was
two
like an
pieces
older one.
shaking,
That's not it.
snapping of fingers. Is that it?
That's
Or
not the
baby,
one.
hold on to me.
That's it. I
Wherever
love
will be. Right.
he's,
Dude, you're frozen on my screen though right now, Hanato. You're frozen down.
okay.
I need you to come back.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oof, I'm hungry too. I need some dinner. No. Please no, D&D. Sorry.
You got me back?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we
I
do.
told you. And then
So
he go,
yeah,
okay. So he go,
so Chidi,
baby,
hold on.
what's these things you talking about me behind my back? Yeah, that one. I love that fucking one. That's a good shit.
That's Baby
That
Hold On to
one.
Me?
Yeah, that's before. There's a whole lot of shit before it goes, baby, hold on to me. He got to get to the good part, to
Right.
that part. But he
Mhm.
starts out talking about like you saying all this shit about me behind my back, and then he's like, yeah,
I don't
this is. And
remember
when
that.
you
I
when
mean,
you
I know
see
the
him
song, but
singing
I
it,
don't remember the lyrics, I
he
guess.
he looked passionate about that one.
Yeah. He was looked like he did a pretty good amount of coke.
I think that was also his eyes. He just had permanent droopy dog face.
Like Steven Wright and the teacher from
Yeah,
Palestine.
he
That's a
have
theme.
like that kind of droopy like like that. He used to be.
Yes,
He started out. He was a fucking NY. He was a New York City fucking beat cop. Did you know that?
really?
Before, yeah, before he was a
Huh.
fucking singer.
Wow. Crazy. That's
He
crazy.
took a chance on
Um,
himself. He was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go sing."
but he does have some great songs. Yeah, he's great. He's
Yeah,
great.
baby, hold on to me.
That is a good time. But
Whatever will be, will be.
the future is ours. But
Oh,
Shaken is
yeah,
great too, though.
I don't know that one.
She shaking, snapping her fingers.
I can just see his crooked mouth singing that shit.
Yeah.
Like his
And
mouth looking like fucking
it's
Sammy
like
Davis
this kind
Jr.
of slower tempo, like kind of had a grittier feel to it in a way. Like it was,
Well,
I
cause
can't, yeah.
you could tell he likes. You could tell he
Wasn't he
liked
from
that
Detroit?
old
Wasn't he from Detroit?
New York.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He
you
was a
just
New
said New
York
York.
cop. What
Right,
the
right, right.
fuck? Am I doing that
Sorry,
one
sorry, sorry.
man?
It's late. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Actually, I'm not tired. I'm hungry. I'm surprised you can't hear my stomach growling.
You want some?
I was running today, and I hate to run, but I need to change things up. I need to like snap, shaking. I'm like shaking a little too much in the areas I don't want to, so I need to
Or
tighten things up.
shaking your
And
cheeks for?
I was like, let me switch it up and take a break from jumping rope for a minute and like try to run a little bit, which I just don't enjoy.
Hunting.
Yeah, it's a real struggle for me
I don't
mentally.
blame you.
I
You know,
just don't enjoy it.
I'll tell you what. The way that I can't hunt in place, it drives me fucking nuts. So what I do is I just do the hike. It's much nicer because the scenery is changing, and then
Yeah,
you feel like it's a double whammy because you're getting away from the city.
yeah, you're right.
You're in the fresh air, you're in the nature, so
I should hike more. You're right.
you're getting the almost like the magic of the trees and all that shit and the nice feeling
Well,
with
sometimes
the
I go to
workout.
no, you're right, because sometimes I go to the Culver Steps, and even though that's not as scenic and beautiful as, let's say, Griffith Park or Runyon Canyon or these
Still,
other options, it's still something,
it's
and,
still
and I a lot of
outside.
times
Yeah,
right, and I go up and down the stairs a couple times, and then I take the
yeah.
trail down.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that drives you crazy when you're doing the shit in place, like hunting in a thing you just know that you're making no progress anywhere. There's something
Yeah,
about your
I just
body going somewhere. Yeah,
right, you're right. I've always
yeah.
thought that cross country running would be, yes, way more appealing. Like I literally I don't enjoy running, but I remember when I got to go to Gold Coast for the UFC uh finale for the Ultimate Fighter when Whitaker won. And I remember going to the beach in Gold Coast, and like you hear tell of the beaches in Australia, you're like, yeah, sure. I've seen a beach. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is that? And it like was so majestic. Like you wanted to just like run
Mm.
down it. You know what I mean? It was literally inspiring. You know what I mean?
There's
And I was
something
like,
to
oh,
that.
okay,
Yeah,
I actually do want to take a jog on this beach or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and for me, I don't even do a lot of the jogging. I mean, maybe a lighter jog or whatever, but for me, it's the
Yeah.
fact that the hike is like I check the hard part.
Elevation.
So the hike is going. It's the I guess the altitude,
Elevation.
whatever. But what do you call no the great like the
The
steepness
grade,
or
yeah,
whatever?
the incline.
The incline.
Incline.
That's what I was looking for. So the incline is what really does it. You start to go, oh God,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I got the fucking
Right.
doggy on there, you know.
Right. Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, you're right. And then yeah, that'd be better too to just get out of the just get out
That's
and about. Too.
yeah.
It
And
gets fresh.
the side effects, it don't hurt that, they make your body look like a Zeus.
I mean, I think I'm doing okay with what I'm doing, but I just need to.
That's not too shabby. In fact, for my chest, I have you stop working out, and feed you only eggnog. And I'll keep you in like a box, like a veal, and only your cheeks can get out. Like there's an opening for your cheeks, so I can see the progress. What's that thing that's like this? It look like clampers or whatever, and you
Oh,
can
the
see what's
caliper.
on there.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
caliper to
but
like.
I'm used only to see your cheeks. And you're like, please let me out. And I'm like, wait, let's see. And I go, nope, 12 more months in there. And I'm more eggnog. Drink your eggnog. Drink your Ovaltine. Fatten
Could
you
you
up.
imagine just the thought of like just being force fed like a
Yeah.
goose for
That's
pate,
how I'll
just
do it.
force fed eggnog?
I'm going to force fed you eggnog. And you said you like, because you're like, oh, you like a guava and cheese so much. Here, eat some fucking guava. And I'm going to push it I'll push it in your face like James Cagney with the grapefruit.
Oh,
I go like this, here, baby, want more cheese and guava? And you'll be like, I've had enough. I'll tell you when you've had enough, Karyn. Until your cheeks is just how I like that one. Like Hansel, like the witch. I'm the witch on Hansel and Gretchen. And fatten you up. Boy, huh?
okay, listen.
Yeah.
Once again, if you missed anything on the show, Chidi has made his choice for the Ankalaev versus Blachowicz main event at UFC 282. Chidi's record is 13-3, so you may want to go back and look at that part because he gives very good advice. And we also obviously had Santiago Ponzinibbio on, talked about a bunch of different stuff, and of course Wonderboy and stuff, and we had a bunch of fight footage and stuff from all the fights in the main card. So definitely go check that out. But I do want to thank Santiago for joining us. And Renato, where can everybody find you on social media?
You can follow me on Renato_Laranja. My dog is giving me a hard time because she gotta go out.
Yeah.
She was looking at me next to the door and just wagging her tail and just like this, and then just staring. That just means she gotta go piss.
I get it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Renato_Laranja. You can find the show. I just something got in my face. You can download audio versions of this, and you can also look for this on YouTube and stuff, and Fistivities.com. If you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. We're here every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. This was episode 62. So there's so many for you to check out, and our guest list is phenomenal.
It's unparalleled, Karyn.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you on the next one. All right, people?
See you soon, everybody. Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. Ciao for now, everybody.